lips, smoke a blunt. All beef gets smoked.
All these little rap niggas so frauds. And niggas be they hardest bars. These niggas hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars.
She did it again, imagine them about to make these bum bitches mad again.
I used to wanna be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay.
Y'all niggas still signing deals. Still, after all they done stole.
Sold ecstasy and disappeared, I am Houdini.
Chicago, nigga.
I don't have no rapper friends, I hang with the vultures.
Nigga, we having the best divorce ever. If we go to court, we'll go to court together.
Did it with integrity. These boys try to hate on me, just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it's just pain to me. Dangerously, ain't no changing me, ain't no shaming me.
Atlanta nigga, live like Ted Turner type shit. On camera, bruh, knockin' jaws loose type shit.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique.
I got friends, I got foes, but they hard sitting ducks. Hit his turf and get cracking, double back like a deluxe.
You try and rob me and it's gon' feel like you sitting at your favorite restaurant. Cause nigga, that's where you dine at.
Hold up, hold my bullet, proof vest. When we survive, know that we blessed.
From the tribe of Judah, I'm Mufasa.
Lucian is cool, but Lucian don't write it. Doug ain't this tight.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Warning. The Federal Communications Commission has determined the following content to be emotionally harmful. Snowflakes should not view this content under any circumstances, even if supervised by a G.I. Joe, Navy SEALs, Army vet, or someone with good common sense. The views and opinions expressed, including the depictions of persons of color, corrupt politicians, white people with or without a tan, haters who have yet to brush their teeth typing angrily in the comment section with hot breath syndrome, do not reflect any official policy or position of the U.S. government. This program contains graphic language, dark comedy, unique intelligence, creativity, a high credit score, and high blood pressure when triggered. This program has also been accused of racism, violence, misogyny, mansogyny, feminism, MGTOWism, defacement of celebrities, and of course, being a bully. Welcome to Thought Crimes.
Thought Crimes. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Thought Crimes. This is your girl Sincere and I'm here with...
Yo, what's up everybody? This is your man, Prince Solomon, back at it again. You guys know what time it is. Excuse you? I know you did not just step on my opening. I'm kicking you off the tour.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, baby.
Already, man. Step in the name of love.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh! Yo, Prince, you canceled, nigga, you canceled. Get the hell off of this street now. Y'all saw that? Prince Solomon exposed.
Just like Diddy. Not.
Like right. Don Lemon talk about step in the name of love.
We gon' step. I had to cancel R. Kelly. If I can cancel R. Kelly, you can cancel Kanye. I says not so fast, Don Lemonhead. All right, y'all. How you all doing, by the way? You guys know what time it is. We're going to keep this thing going here. I know a lot of people are lying and saying what they do not want to hear. If that was the case, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't be interviewing Suge Knight from a jail cell. Yes. All right, let's just keep it Triller. All right, let's get all of the ad hominems out of the way. Also, by the way, on a previous video, I had a chance to sit down the wonderful, miraculous Billion Godson out there in Crenshaw, South LA. Shouts out to the boys and gals out there. And he is running for, I believe, the 55th Assembly District. And he's looking to, at the very least, challenge or unseat Fat Joe looking Isaac Bryan. All right. So
support.
Yeah, so support him. And if you guys are not able to make it out there, if you're not in that community, you guys can hit him up on Instagram. It's Billion Godson 55. Also, if Brandy Kane happens to be in the chat, y'all can tap in with her because that's her homie and she's really plugged in to that situation as well. So we want y'all to get that going. So politics aside, everything is still cooking. All right? So
Right.
it's going to be a busy summer.
Also, I would like to add to the Dummies Cauldron. Make sure y'all support B More, who does astrology, numerology, a lot of stuff. She also recently on her Patreon talked about a lot of scandals that will be taking place. Also with sexual activity. This was already posted before the Diddy leak and before what took place with Sauce Walker. More to come, so y'all pay attention.
Yes.
And also, if y'all watch our back catalog of Thought Crimes, we also talked about how tapes eventually will be leaking,
of course,
with Diddy, and we said that 2-3 years ago. Whenever the whole thing first started, we said that leaks eventually was going to
started
happen.
in 2017 when Cassie was collecting all of that information on him.
Well,
he was yelling at her with that micro penis. That's crazy.
Yo,
now,
man.
When I look at Diddy, everything makes sense.
That pinky yin yang on it.
Man, that's like yo. Like now, I'm looking at the rappers in the industry as soft now.
No, that's true.
Right? Like, bro, y'all was getting bullied by a micro penis.
Y'all was getting bullied by a pinky.
Wow,
that's some crazy shit.
I got no respect for y'all now. It's official.
But
it's official that I ain't got no respect now.
Like Prince said, 2017, y'all can go look at the old catalog on that as well. But let's get into it.
The state.
You got Pinky that was bullying the entire industry on the West, on the East, in the South. P. Diddy.
Diddy.
Remember when Future back in the day said, he said he didn't want that old nigga up in his hotel room.
Hey, you always pulling out that thumb.
He said he don't got shit right to pull out the thumb.
Nigga always try to put it on people. Nigga, how you like that? I'll tell you bring 4 bad bitches up here.
I also regret tweeting that on X because all of a sudden some white guys started to come underneath the post saying,
of course they would show up there.
Diddy doesn't have a micro penis. So I went to look at their profile to see why they upset. This white dude had a pinky dick on his on his profile feed where he's breaking down how like small like micro penises aren't really micro penises.
Okay, I want to say something. I just want to put this to the side. For those people that are suffering from that condition, because there are people that have that, I want to be fair to y'all because I don't know who's listening.
That's
all right?
true. That is true.
I'm only getting on Diddy and the black ass fake gangster niggas in the industry because he bullied y'all with that thumb.
Exactly. No, that's great.
I just want to be clear about that.
That's true.
Now, when Sin tweeted it, I felt some type of way. I said, I hope these niggas don't think I tweeted that.
Someone did. They said you gay.
Prince, you gay.
And I said he didn't tweet this. But you know what, Prince?
Yes.
Before we go into this, you do make a great point.
I just want to be clear.
If you suffer from having a micro penis, we are not making fun of you.
We're making fun of Diddy.
We're making fun of Diddy.
In the rap niggas.
Because he allegedly has terrorized a lot of people in hip hop. And when Mickey Howard said that Atlantic Records sold out black people who built this industry and also people who built up black American music, which is modern music, period.
Yes, absolutely.
Mickey said that Atlantic Records gave Diddy $500 million so he can swing that pinky around in the fucking industry. And she said
that's why J-Lo didn't go back.
She said they gave money to pimps.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you all. Everything was put into perspective for me. So, I said, nigga, you can keep all that money.
I said it was the Epstein syndrome.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, and the Harvey Weinstein.
He had a mutated penis,
Yeah, historically, did you guys know even Adolf Hitler was said to have suffered from a micropenis condition? Yeah. You guys know a lot of dictators throughout history that have murdered a lot of people, they suffer from that. Now, with that being the case, here's the thing about it. You know, listen, don't envy what other people have because you could have all that money and what Diddy's working with. Now it makes sense why he was beating people, coaches with cowbells and trying to hang people over the balcony and his obsession with Tupac. Y'all know my theory about his obsession with Tupac. All right. That to me, it was like a crush. What's
a little crush?
Yeah, Fatal Attraction.
Na, 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 na.
Single black male.
Every time we touch.
Sing it again.
It's just a little thing.
Take that.
Not like everything I do.
Bad boy.
It's for you. Sha-la-la-la.
So I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I think in this situation here, I think Jay-Z
my personal opinion, or someone tied to the camp, allegedly, I have to say allegedly.
We have no evidence.
Oh, wait a minute. How come we can't hear you? What's going on with your mic? I told you.
I didn't touch it.
Hey, okay. All right. There you go.
Wow. My mic is. We got to buy another one.
We got to get another one, you all. We got to get another one, y'all. That's how hard we've been working with you all. All right. Cindy blew her mic out. All right. Now, let's keep it Triller. Where are my Rock Nation niggas at? Are y'all in the chat with y'all burner accounts like y'all normally are? Shouts out to y'all. Let me know. Is anybody out there in the chat right now claiming Rock Nation? Are you riding with Jay-Z? Where are the Hovenger niggas
First
at?
of all, a lot of the Hovengers got at Strategy King.
Oh,
they said, in Thought Crimes,
called him a stupid nigga.
You haters, even though we like your show, but you had that dumb nigga on the mic, and he sounded slow as fuck.
Hey.
I said, bro.
Strategy King is a multi-millionaire successful entrepreneur. Don't do that to Strategy King. Now, he may talk slow, and he may deliver humor at times he only gets, but he has been a long-standing member of the think tank.
They said, take that dumb nigga off. Talk about Hov mad at Ye because he didn't get no points in Yeezy.
Yeah.
Talking about Hov is competing against Ye. So the Hovengers got very upset, not only with our platform.
Yes.
But with some of the callers, they did not get upset with Jordan, though. Shout out to Jordan, because Jordan is with The Rock.
Yeah.
He holding up The Rock out there in Philly.
It's The Rock, niggas. I'm on the block, niggas.
But we're not going to pretend. We know all of y'all are a part of mafias and stuff. Yeah. You know, y'all was tricky in 2024. I'll give y'all that.
Yes.
But blinders off.
Peaky Blinders. Also, shouts out to Big Man on Deck, Scooby. Y'all get a chance if you can. He does a lot of wonderful work himself. So shouts out to him. We appreciate you so much, Scoob. Big Scoob on deck. Y'all know what time it is.
Shout out to Dwan B as well. Shout out to you, Dwan B, inside the chat.
Oh, Dwan B's in the chat.
He in the chat.
You ain't had to say nothing about that, bro. You already know what time it is. Shouts out to DB on deck, too, by the way. Another Los Angeles native. He's doing wonderful work himself. He's breaking things down. And y'all know Dwan B, he's banging on both Jay-Z and Drake every day, niggas. So if you like that, you can get over there too, by the way. Also,
especially his Miles Davis.
If you don't Miles Davis series.
If y'all don't care about none of the hip hop stuff, since they all part of the mafia and greedy, and they all gonna destroy Black America.
They're kind of on the broke end of the mafia.
Y'all can go and support Dwan B when he talks about Miles Davis, icon,
legendary, a powerful Gemini. So there y'all go. I got a question here. I want to know where the Hovengers at. Not Hovengers. Hovengers are actually very loud cheerleaders. All right. It's the Rock Nation Negroes, the Spanish ones too. Y'all are always eavesdropping somewhere quietly. The reason why I want to say it because I am going to be talking to the Rock Nation aficionados.
We're gonna have to call in. Why y'all trying to lie on the internet like your king ain't corrupt too? We passed kneeling, the Barclays Stadium. Stop it.
All right.
The brunches. Stop it.
We already
talked about of both worlds.
I rap. He sings. I rap.
Yeah. Jigga, Hov, not guilty.
You can't get me, nigga. You can't get me 30 years later.
Try to get me, not guilty.
But I did stab that nigga.
Not guilty.
I stabbed that nigga, Drake. You saw what I did, nigga? You want to get under skin. All right. Yes, June is Black Music Month. Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. Black people always bringing it. And we got to talk about the twisted up Shakespearean play, Phantom of the Opera theme that's going on right now within rap music. The reason why I wanted to speak to the Rock Nation Negroes.
You can't speak to them.
I know.
You got to talk that numbers talk.
You got to talk that big boy talk.
You got to have that black cough. If you ain't FBA, you got to walk that slick talk.
What's the FBA? I'm ducking the FBI. All right. So here's the thing about it. Listen, y'all know me when I was watching Jay-Z do what he do on stage. Also, Bruce Lee, I love the name, says here, just wanted to give props, love to the channel. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. So look, all right, here's the thing about it. I'm going to tell you this. This is what I believe about Jay-Z. I'm going to talk to the Rock Nation CIA agent.
They're going to say, y'all talking to us before we talk to Diddy?
Yeah, nigga. I mean, Diddy already exposed. Ass all up in the air. Micro penis. It just don't get no more worse than that, nigga. All right, but we got to talk about it because this correlates into that. I believe Jay-Z was looking to clean house that day he did his Macy Gray freestyle. All right. He has some direct shots for Drake, Nicki, Tory Lanez, probably still laying on his side healing from the stab wounds. And who else did he have a shot for? I said Nicki.
Jaguar.
Jaguar, right.
Dame Dash.
Yeah, Dame Dash. All right, so. But also, there was the other side of it. How the hell did the tape with 50 Cent's baby mama drop the same night?
Yeah. I mean, we don't know.
How did that happen?
People have been...
How did that happen, y'all?
People don't know whose side...
The first of the series of the Diddy tapes.
People don't know whose side Diddy is on.
No.
Yeah, like, you know, it looked like Ye tried to acquire Diddy. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into that.
What do you mean?
It's just that when Method Man said that thing about Ye, but he said he was joking.
Method Man wasn't joking.
No, he said
he wasn't joking.
We gotta remember. We said 2 years ago it's been suing season.
Yeah.
So allegedly.
All right then. Allegedly.
He
Shouts
said
out to Redman.
That means what the fuck Ye was allegedly
doing in
on.
that trash bag.
I mean, what was he doing in the bathroom then? Was it like it's like sucking on a toothpick? I mean, like.
Okay, Sid.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
I'm sorry, but
you all right. I mean, it's just.
I'm just saying
after a while.
With Method Man,
I mean,
he the one brought it up.
I mean,
years
it's
ago.
crazy that people were getting their ass beat, and that's what Diddy was doing.
All right, let's get back to what you said
saying.
about Jigga. Let's talk about Jay-Z. Go ahead.
I'm rhyming off the top.
So
Tell that bloated face nigga the tape just dropped.
Okay, so you was lining it up about
Yes.
you felt this allegedly could be
Come
whole
on.
way of trying to go at the 50 Cent.
People are saying online it's actually the first L 50 Cent has had. I'm just saying, because let's be real, 50 Cent.
Kind of got lucky though because
You think that was luck? I don't think that was luck.
No, I do.
I don't think that
if
was
the
luck.
side it's
I think
split. Some of
okay.
them are not really focused on 50 because they.
Oh, I get what you said because he's not active right now.
Well, he went on Instagram allegedly trying to troll about it, but some people,
you can't, you know.
Some people are more distracted with the package and another man butt being up in there.
Well, it was allegedly looks like it was two men.
It was two men and
one lady
and one woman.
Daphne Joy.
Daphne came out recently. She put out a statement saying,
"What's her statement now?"
It was the worst time of her life for a man she was really in love with. You in love with Diddy though? Who am I to judge? I guess.
Daphne, you didn't need to give a statement.
What the fuck?
She didn't need to give a statement.
Why she can't give a statement?
Don't speak on that. Just let it be. That's it. We don't need to Tyler Perry acting. That's enough. All right, that's it. Wrap it up. All right. So my personal opinion, that's what I feel. I don't listen. I think Jay-Z is a slick Sagittarius. I think he's already thinking several steps ahead, and 50 has been like a tumor in Jay-Z's side for the past 15 years.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah.
All right.
Actually, to the big three.
Yeah. Yes.
Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and Diddy. Yeah. Because he got on Dr. Dre's nerve. I know they're probably cool now, but he got on Dr. Dre's nerves with the headsets, and he told Jimmy Iovine to shut the fuck up. And then he got on Diddy nerves because they had an on and off again relationship. But when 50 really started to troll Diddy's sexuality, Diddy got tired of him. And then, of course, you see Jay-Z getting tired of being called the gay Basquiat painter by 50 Cent. Yeah. And they got reignited because of the halftime show.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on that tape dropped the same night of the freestyle. Also, OC_RTR. We appreciate you so much. All right, here it says, I'm going to keep it real with you. All right, all this stuff, I'm going to keep it real. All of this stuff is a psychological warfare with subliminal. Okay.
That you must understand.
Okay, I think you meant to say, all right, that you must understand and know the backstories with the players. If you don't, you will be lost. Well, I appreciate you, OC, but Americans are already lost. But thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And also, thank you also for saying TC is doing an amazing job. Break it down for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. So listen, Jay-Z, he got some fleas to get off his back. All right. I actually felt like Jay-Z in that GQ interview. He was balling his fists up. I'm still processing it right now. I'm still kind of angry. I was like, wow, okay. So he came outside. He did his freestyle in the light, in the dark. Now, based on the teachings of Professor Griff, Jay-Z is a high-ranking Masonic warlock.
According to Professor Griff, he's a demonic devil, Boule.
Yes.
Illuminati.
And Boule is the teachings of Steve Coakley, rest in peace.
Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, all of that.
And what's the witch he had his forehead to? What's her name?
Maria Abramovich.
Right.
Maria Abramovich. All right. If you guys check out her work, you can see how extensive her career is. All right. So a lot of these little Blavatsky grandbabies, all right, great grandbabies, even in blackface, no Pascal Randolphs, but a bunch of Blavatskyism and Crowleyism and all of the nasty, disgusting stuff that makes people's apartments and houses stink. All right. But it's the industry.
That's a shame. Like,
I know it's stinky. Right.
Beyond that too, I just going back to thinking like how Mickey Howard, just going back to what she said, they gave $500 million for Diddy to trick around, and then meanwhile all our black legends were suffering and drowning. Mm-hmm. And then I know people are going to get mad at this, but I gotta say it. And then they try to dangle the biracial half nigga as the carrot for everybody to focus on.
Right.
Meanwhile, the entire Black Boule hip hop order have completely cut off
black music.
Angie Stone. They do it on the surface.
They
but
buried Angie Stone's legacy.
Everybody, George Clinton.
Yeah, look at what's going on with George Clinton right now.
Whether it's UMG, Atlantic Records, Sony on it is psychological warfare on the audience.
Shouts out to OTC, like he stated.
And it's like it's also a lose-lose situation.
Right. Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation if you listen to a lot of modernized music, but listen, eras have already disappeared. All right? And we sat down with Tommy Dorfman, all right? Tommy Dorfman has been fist fighting Live Nation for 16 years. Now, Tommy Dorfman, what he told us at the time, he said that there is no entertainment industry. It's just the Live Nation industry. And you guys saw with the recent litigations and the lawsuits and the continuing litigation that's going on with the several attorney generals that are saying we're not backing down like Wemby. We don't care what Trump told y'all. We don't care. We're going to continue the pursuit of the lawsuit. Well, what Tommy Dorfman told us is that the industry has already been brought up. So anybody that comes forward, remember they acquired Ticketmaster, and Live Nation comes out of, along with, let me see, it was Ticketmaster. Okay, Live Nation comes out of Clear Channel. All right, now people, if you guys know about in the past, what was going on with Clear Channel, we're talking about the consolidation of American radio and local radio stations as well, including disappearing black radio stations. You guys can check out wonderful documentaries like Disappearing Black Voices in Media and Radio, just in general. But it was consolidation. It was a monopoly, got broken up. But as Tommy said, the baby is much worse than the parent. So Live Nation is much grander and bigger. That's why at the time when Nicki Minaj said that she was having issues not only with Live Nation, but she was and she's had constant issues with Live Nation and Rock Nation as well, right? So this is why you saw her spazzing out
because
online.
Rock Nation got like a lifetime deal with Live Nation.
Yeah, I think was it a lifetime deal?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I remember at the time when they announced, and this was Jay-Z's. Remember,
where's our journalist at? Where's the hip hop journalist that is going to tell us about the contract between Live Nation and Rock Nation?
They reacting to Drake videos. They say, "Fuck this," and we about to get paid. We're not doing no journalism.
I get money. Money I got. I run New York, man. Fuck y'all journalism. Where's the money at?
And so with that being the case, though, they were talking about it concerning Nicki Minaj. She talked about what was going on with Live Nation, Rock Nation. Whether you like, love, or hate her, I think that's a lot of times irrelevant. That's personal choice. Just in general, like even with Kid,
her own demons to mess with.
Even with Kid Rock, look, I personally can't stand Kid Rock, but for what he got going on, along with other musicians, I get, it's a cause that needs to be talked about because, as you guys can see, look what was going on with the GNX tour. People wanted to support. There was a lot of people that wanted to support. Some people told us that they had to pay $1,200, $1,500. We had people telling us it was all a Blur tour with Drake and J. Cole that they had to pay some of these high tickets as well. They were talking about Nicki Minaj tours. And, at one point in time, that wasn't always the case. The high cost value of going to a concert. You get what I'm saying? So what they've done, the industry has priced the consumer out of the market, but at the same time, they're still gouging the consumer for more money. They're gouging the consumer for ideas because we know social media is a data mine. So people going live, people, doing videos, things of that nature, they can just excavate. That's why they have social media managers to actually go around and just lift people's talking points, ideas, and concepts. That's just what they do because that's just kind of where the industry is. But again, if you can go follow Tommy Dorfman on his Twitter page, he does wonderful work. You guys should keep an eye out of that. I think you're going to be hearing some big news about that coming up. But it's been a long-lasting fight. Now, going back to what Sin you're bringing up here concerning Jay-Z and Roc Nation, remember in hip-hop, there was the nigga billionaire meter that people were trying to figure out who was going to become hip-hop's first billionaire after 500 years, right? Actually, there's a lot of billionaires in hip-hop, but they're mostly white and Jewish and other ethnicities of off-white, right? So Jay-Z was the one that was in the line, and I think this was right around the time Jay-Z said net worth. You can never tell with these people, but it said net worth around, I think, the late 2009, 8, somewhere up in there, all the way up to 15 is probably where I think 12 is where he struck that Roc Nation deal, I believe. But around that time, I think they said Jay-Z was worth $300 million or $500 million, and just within that cap, he was able to kind of stun on everybody
Jay-Z
else.
Saying right now, listening to this,
yes.
While they talking, they not even in my tax bracket.
Precisely. I'm not trying to get sacrificed, nigga. You can. I don't need to go outside with
$1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion. Damn, I'm so good at math.
I'm so good at math, right? But what was being celebrated was who was going to be hip hop's first billionaire, right? Dr. Dre was up there. But then he had to divorce, so then he was taken out of that margin.
Well, they say he got it back now.
They said he got it back.
Somebody was sacrificed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You never know, all right? But Jay-Z, when he got his deal or he struck his deal, and I believe at the time, I can't remember what the exact role Lucien Grange played in it. I know that he played a networking role in the deal, but I think around that time, Lucien Grange was named, I think, the most powerful executive in music at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still has a lot of power.
Yeah. So this was around, I think, anywhere from 2009 to 2012. And Lucien Grange, one thing that was added to his portfolio arsenal was netting Jay-Z. In fact, around that time, they said when the announcement of the deal of Roc Nation is that Jay-Z is back home. All right. So this is where Jay-Z was in his Warren Buffett mode. He was telling niggas put up them ugly Big T jerseys out of South Oak Cliff. Shouts out to the niggas in Oak Cliff. But he was telling niggas to put up them jerseys, them fabulous jerseys, put on a button up. This was the Kingdom Come era. He was talking about I'm a grown up for real, no rims on the ride, and all this other stuff, right? So what he was doing was, in fact, with his flag, him being a marquee artist in the industry, he was triggering an incorporatized culture within the industry. So a lot of rappers were talking about, there was like niggas coming out wearing ugly suits. They was like, yo, I'm a grown up for real, right? It's like, all right, true, but your suit looked like a funeral suit, all right? But you had a lot of that going on, and the Roc Nation deal was a very big 365 deal. Remember, they had this thing about the 365 deals where they were taking profits into
360 deals.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, 360. Thank you so much. Look.
We talk a lot. I just didn't want nobody to try to clip you up. Be like, what this dumb
nigga say? He can't even count.
365.
Ari Spears was right. Niggas from the South cannot read. So I stand corrected. But that being the case, the 360 deals became a sellable talking point. And Jay-Z was like the Nike of the 360 deal. All right? So people got over there.
Leo Cohen situation.
Leo Cohen, and you guys heard what Lupe Fiasco said when he was sitting down with Angie
Martinez. No,
Not
Angela Yee.
Angela Yee. See, now
There we go.
We are talking a lot.
I mean, it's a lot of different
Angies,
yeah.
Right. So you heard what Lupe said is that he kind of wanted to be like a steward of.
Sir.
Yeah.
I help you draft it, sir.
Yeah, for the 360 deals.
Sir, I know how to speak that blackity pro-black shit too, sir.
I was like, wow.
Whatever you need, boss.
Yes, yeah,
Just let me craft it for you.
Yeah, him saying that, I appreciate that valuable information.
And the big nose cracker said, "No, little nigga, we don't need you.
No.
Thank you."
Yeah. You know, now you know Leo Cohen don't respect anybody he's taller than. All right.
You saw how he was talking to the niggas on the Breakfast Club.
He was.
So, tell me, Leo, why you sell it then?
I gotta eat.
Yeah, but don't you think that is hypocritical?
It's not my problem if the fucking mook dies.
But you just said that it's not good for hip hop.
Yeah, I don't care. Stop talking to me, by the way. Your breath stinks. Leo Cohen, y'all go back and look at that Breakfast Club interview.
He was talking.
It was one giant bitch slap from Leo Cohen.
He was talking to Charlamagne like Joe Biden did. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
It seems like a lot of white men with white hair talk shit to Charlamagne.
That is true.
And he had the black gloves on.
He did.
He had the black.
That's Russell Simmons' fault. You know that's Russell Simmons' fault because he put on Leor.
Yeah.
And then now look at him,
Yeah.
Leor, big boss, and
Russell
out there in Bali hiding
on Aladdin carpets and shit, yelling at Africans. You saw he yelled at them two Africans.
Oh, that's a South African interview.
Yeah, South African. I said
Epstein.
What do you guys mean about that stupid nigga?
What?
You got some stupid niggas.
No, I saw in the Epstein files you were brought up.
Nigga, why you bring that shit up? Everybody's in the Epstein file.
Well,
everybody's in there.
I just actually.
Are you in there?
No.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
come on, stupid nigga.
No, but why would you?
Let's talk about hip hop.
But why are you in the Epstein?
Can't even read. Can y'all imagine having Russell Simmons mispronouncing words, telling you can't read? Let's jump this nigga.
And you know he scammed the black community with them rush cards.
Oh, I know. It was a job I was working at, and I remember they were supposed to get early pay, and they said their check didn't come 7 days later.
Look, I like
man.
I like some of you Rock Nation niggas, but y'all doing the same black scamming thing.
It's feeling like it.
It is.
It's feeling like it.
You know, everybody obviously see what Half Nigga Drake is about, but y'all putting up too much cherry on top. Like y'all here to save Black America.
Down, shawty. Bring this down,
y'all
dog.
about to sell some more overpriced shit to us.
Damn, bro.
While we getting priced out by these blue bloods.
Hey, man, they pricing everybody out. All right. I know people get on stage and they're about to freestyle the black.
It was a nice freestyle.
The black national anthem speech, but a lot of niggas can't hear you over their bleeding pockets. Okay. All right. Now, so what I'm going to say just briefly, Jay-Z, UMG, and the whole Rock Nation situation that got started with the 360 deal. All right. And around that time, you saw also Leo Cohen shifted his attention towards the South with the 300 Entertainment. This is how you get the Migos.
Yeah,
and,
you fucked up in Atlanta about that. I mean, we talked about these trifling New York niggas.
Right.
Jay-Z, Russell,
right, yeah.
50, Diddy. But what happened to the South? What happened to Atlanta? How y'all get caught up with Leor?
Well, I mean, he went to, where's them boys from, the Migos? They from the North. I forget where they from. They from North Atlanta, though. All right? But, no, you are right. You know, when I saw Leo Cohen in his black hitman gloves walking through Atlanta, I think that's the end of that right there.
But how did that happen, bro? Y'all supposed to be a proud black city.
Sometimes niggas try to get money too much.
Man, I don't give a fuck, man. Nigga, I don't care what he said, nigga. I'm about to go get money with this nigga.
You know, you saw what he did in New York hip hop.
Leo had Young Thug doing a lot of crazy shit. Thug, wait a minute. Thug, I told you, stop eating the pizza for a moment. If you want to be as big If you want to be as big as Lil Wayne, you're going to have to get your act together. When I was running the streets with Russell Simmons and we was looking at LL Cool J, he put in that work.
LL is the greatest. All right. But I listened to the mixtapes. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt a lot of raggedy energy from a lot of the guys. You know what I really don't like from a lot of New York legend hip-hops that I know are raggedy? I don't like when they try to tell me they're not raggedy. Like, you know, when Leo Cohen was bitch smacking the Breakfast Club in front of the world, I said, But that is New York, though. That is New York. I don't like it when they try to act like LeVar Burton because I don't believe you. All right?
Also, people said we can't forget about, is Birdman exploiting ATL?
How? Well, tell me when. Who's he got? Because what he got? Who's in?
We know he exploiting niggas in New Orleans, but is he exploiting ATL? Y'all tell us where you make the connect between Birdman and ATL.
Let me know.
Is it because he was in that Jermaine Dupri video? Jermaine had Birdman, Diddy. He had Welcome to Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
Jermaine, look, we fuck with you, Jermaine, but you brought some of the worst people to Atlanta for black business.
Yo, so deaf. It was a good era though. All right, it was a fun era.
Really good music.
Hey, the last time the economy looked like that. Okay, so going back to Jay-Z, because this is very important, because I think in the long run, Jay-Z is running into some like business karma. You know, to be honest with you. So now, am I going to say everything is entirely that nigga's fault? No, not all the way. You know, but there are people that play key roles in things.
It's white people.
Yes.
And Jewish people.
Yes.
Then Black Boule, and then
the Mexican cartel.
In the music, well, I mean, they just selling drugs to everybody, right?
I mean, niggas showing up in trunks.
They be putting them white people in trunks too, though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They put a lot of people in them trunks.
That's one thing about the cartels; they get everybody. They really actually look out for y'all blonde-headed, racist Aryan bastards. While y'all talking about keep the blacks out y'all sidewalks, they wrap y'all up in a trunk all the time when y'all asses go to Cancun. Dude, I want to go to Cancun. I need some Spanish babes. Oh, shit, they got me. All right?
Cancun at one time used to be safe, but they let all the gangbangers and mafia people out of prison, and then it went downhill.
That's why they try to run to that Girls Gone Wild nigga. You remember him?
Oh, he went to prison and got sexually assaulted.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he was crying about it one time in an interview. I can't believe I remember this.
Yeah, Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, he went to prison for something. It was like a sexual assault. Then he got assaulted in prison.
Damn.
And when he came out, he was crying about it and, all that type of stuff.
No reparations for him. All right. So Jay-Z, he does this grand deal. And remember, he was like in his Warren Buffett mode. Remember, they had him sitting down with... what was his name? The one that died, the one that was on CNN, Larry something. It slips my name right now.
Oh yeah, we know he talked about old ass Larry.
Yeah, I think he finally died. But anyway,
it was 3 times I thought he was dead, and I was like, oh, he alive.
You know what it reminds me of?
And then he finally was dead. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like the old workout guru Richard Simmons. And every time they always say he's dead, and then he's like, no, he's alive, and then they say he's dead, and he's like, no, he's alive. So I don't know. But anyway, so that. The ordinary Joe button-up era of Jay-Z became very prominent. It also was a great rebrand, or not even a rebrand, but it was another half-life for Diddy. So this is when you start seeing them being coupled together publicly with suits and ties and things of that nature. And every little baby rapper was like, yeah, I gotta get on my Jay shit, or I'm trying to get money like Diddy. And I think the gym class hero, he had that stupid song, I want to be a billionaire.
It's like a black chick at the bottom. And then he put the white woman at the top, and she allegedly raping women. Was it the Katy Perry?
Katy Perry. Yeah, they said Katy Perry. Who they say Katy Perry has a
I can't believe somebody putting their salami in somebody's face, without permission. That's crazy.
Well, they said she was digging her fingers in women's cleavages, too. Yeah, so Katy Perry was
Damn, I mean.
Now y'all see what happened when Scorpios go dark? Y'all see that? All right, you see what happens? Violations. Don't support that at all. But anyway, so moving on forward, they even had, certain YouTubers that got in on the 360 deals. All right, I want to put your business out there. All right, but there were certain ones that they rerouted your numbers, and y'all went from having 400 people in y'all chats to y'all got 9,000 people in y'all chats. So that happens. There's a lot of tricknocracy out here. That's why I tell y'all a lot of times. Don't look at your numbers. Look at your community. All right, gauge the engagement of your community. That's more important than the numbers because they fake. All right?
You also know what Jay-Z was throwing with that whole West Coast vibe look.
I know.
He was talking about
he activated. I saw a lot of West Coast.
He's like he got West Coast hitters
and
shooters, allegedly, and he's running West Coast media allegedly.
You hear that?
For the people who be like, yo, the Britney, no. In 2024, we talked about how the West industry and mafia was planning to expand their resources and also expand their real estate.
Yes, in media.
Through their partnership with Jay-Z. Y'all can go check out that old video. We also talked about Harry O and we talked about Jay Prince.
I mean, Jimmy Iovine is already there with Complex. So we told you guys what Jimmy Iovine said his goal was to create the superfan and the fanatic situation. All right. And boy, has he been able to do that through Complex. All right. With the list, he put the list out there.
You okay?
Yeah.
Too much weed? Go ahead. Finish your point.
So he put the list out there and it's got everybody cutting up. But Jay-Z is a very important. He's a very important
warlord.
Yeah, warlord. But he's also he's a very important Black American flagship in the industry. Okay, I had to say it in that precise order. Okay, because Drake is something else. He's completely something else. He's Mr. International Obama of the light and Obama of the dark. Okay, there's the positive sing-singy, oh Drake goofy vibe. Oh, he's such a cornball. But that nigga comes with a whole nother alligator bite in the dark side that we talk about later on our Patreon.
Well, he has two Black American warlords that are in his favor. That's Birdman and Jay Prince. Most of the other mafia, boule, black people are on Jay-Z's side.
Yes, absolutely. And it's important, with the exception of 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
50 Cent.
50
Cent he's the ultimate Sigma of the industry. All right, he didn't really fall up under Diddy.
Well,
he didn't fall up under Jay-Z either.
Since the beginning of his career, he's had issues with black gangs and mafias.
Yeah,
mafias even in New York City.
Yeah, I know. Some people like to use the raccoon word on him, and that's your personal preference. But if you really look at 50, only black niggas shot and stabbed him up. So I'm sure for him, Eminem looks like white Jesus. All right, so I'm not trying to be funny.
And from the heavens, this Caucasian with bleached blonde hair came down and pulled me up from the abyss of niggerdom.
Yeah, I gotta cut. In that regard, I always cut 50 some slack. I'm like, look, he had nothing but niggas trying to kill him. Like, what do y'all want? All right. You should be happy he didn't turn complete Uncle Ruckus. Okay. All right. So, but if you kind of pay attention how it sometimes go with these guys in the industry, 50 Cent is a great exemplified predecessor to what we later sees with Drake, right? 50 Cent became this large global powerhouse while Jay-Z was collecting all of these financial endeavors to add to his cultural portfolio publicly. So, again, it's marketing, so people were like, wow, Jay-Z's the businessman. Well, he's smart. He's with Oprah. He's with Warren Buffett. Wow, he's with Bono, right? And I'm like, Bono doesn't do anything, right? But
if we get into what Bono's attached to, that'd be a long thing.
Long story.
Bono is...
very, very dark.
Bono is a liar.
Very dark, all right?
With or without you, I can't sleep. With or without you.
All right.
On the fucking Lolita Express.
Woo. Hold on now. I think we saw Matt Groening up there too. All right. But so while this was happening, Jay-Z got into a suit and tie mode. Ordinary Joe's button up. Y'all know what time it is. 50 Cent comes out here. Hey, man, I'm black and greasy from the streets. I've been shot a bunch of times. I'm a real nigga. What's up? White kids went crazy. Oh my God, 50 Cent. Oh my God, he's so black and just shiny in the video.
Everybody went crazy for 50 though.
Right.
It just wasn't one group of people.
I know that, but I point that out for a reason.
No, that's a good thing
that's
though.
A good point.
In 2003,
Yes.
like UMG, Interscope,
yes,
50 Cent.
Man, it was crazy.
What they call it? What's Eminem's thing he has?
Slim Shady, Aftermath.
Aftermath, all that.
All of that shit.
They had their run.
Yes, they did. They had an incredible run. So, but if you kind of notice the behavioral patterns of Jay-Z and, of course, 50, there was Jay-Z, traditionally. There was Diddy. And then they were kind of like the other guys that were like in between. But then there was 50 Cent. So 50 Cent was starting what appeared to be a dominant reign. Now, 50 Cent's house collapsed from the inside. Nobody really overthrew 50. Everything that happened to 50 was inside the house.
Jimmy Iovine, when he said "sit down, boy,"
yes,
and 50 tried to use that same energy that he used on black people when he dissed the fuck out of Jimmy Iovine, told him to shut the fuck up. But
yes,
Jimmy cut off the water fountain.
I told Jimmy Iovine shut the fuck up.
And also Jimmy Iovine put a splinter cell in the group, which was The Game.
The Game.
And he detonated that.
The Game.
Only for The Game to get ignored by Jimmy Iovine years later.
Homie, it's game time. All right, so Game was in a unique situation. 50 Cent was in a unique situation that his reign could have been longer had all of the guys and boys in G Unit got along. Okay? Now, excluding Wu-Tang, G Unit was set up to looked like it was going to be one of rap's most powerful groups. Okay? Each of the members went platinum or double platinum. And I think a few of the members on their second and third time around, they went platinum again. So Jay-Z was looking around. Nigga was taking shots at me. My whole brand is not only the king of New York, but I'm the CEO of New York.
Yeah.
Right? So 50 Cent, again, you don't run me. I'm the underground king, but I ain't been crowned. He had that type of energy. And I have cultural appeal. And one thing that 50 had a slight edge on Jay-Z outside a grander stage, he had more of the youth. Because by that time, Jay-Z cannot be quantified as an action figure, but 50 Cent could. 50 Cent looked like an action figure, the bulletproof stuff and the little exchangeable kung fu grip with the AK-47.
What Midget Jimmy did was a sophisticated plan.
Right.
Because 50's considered a gangster because he survived gangsters.
Yes, he did.
He survived getting stabbed by them,
right,
shot by them.
Yes.
Someone who should have been a victim but was a victor, and he still kept running his mouth. But what will make at that time, we're not talking about now with people understand certain things about the game. We're talking about back then. So what can be more authentic than that? Somebody who's actual blood.
Put a Pyru out there.
Pyru, cuz.
Pyru.
So that
you said Pyru, cuz.
That makes you look even more gangster than 50 Cent, who survived gangsters. So Jimmy Iovine, his little,
it worked.
It worked.
It worked because, to her point, only a gangster can be out gangstified by more niggotry actions. And I'm talking about the black gangsters. Okay? Now, up until then, publicly, we didn't have a grand rapper that had a red rag, with the exception of Mac 10. But he was a part of a group, but his career never became a forefront situation. All right? I think he concluded his active rapping career. I think he still does something here and there, but notable rapping career with Cash Money. When the Game came outside, it was kind of like the inverse of what was going on with Snoop Dogg. Mm-hmm. All right? So when the Game came outside, the Game had a huge influence. I never seen so many wanksters that threw on the red rag. Talking about on Pyru, the rag hanging out the wrong side. They getting shot for throwing up the wrong symbols. I mean, it was a tragedy.
Yeah, the Game was influential and also spreading that with Dipset and Jim Jones and all that.
Yes.
New York and all that.
Yeah, I remember because you had the Game. Mm-hmm. Then you had Lil Wayne. He dropping when he put the red rag over the microphone.
They were blue and then they were red.
Allegedly.
And as a kid, that was confusing.
It was, right?
I just said, how y'all went from blue to and then in hip hop blogs, it was controversy about that. But yeah,
I get what y'all saying about DJ Quick. He was a notable, huge rapper / producer, and people did understand that. But the game wore that Pyru shit like the S on Superman's chest. That was literally the first thing you saw with the game. All right. If nobody, when people say when people bring up DJ Quick, they think dope producer. Then you got the conversation. He's better than Dre, right? They think about his albums. Then eventually you get into the other conversation. But with the game, that was the first thing you saw. All right, the patchy bald head and then the red rag. That's what you saw. All right. Now my personal experience with niggatry and hood politics, I only knew it was a matter of time before them niggas got into it. All right? That is way too much ratchet shit in the room. So, to Sin's point, a part of G-Unit collapsing, a huge part of it, the demolition process was 50 Cent bringing the house down with the G-Unit campaign. Okay?
Yeah, the game. Yeah, yes. With the G-Unit.
No, the game. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The game bringing down the house. Now, around that time, though, up until then, 50 Cent, G-Unit, the game, Young Buck, Tony Yayo in prison, and Lloyd Banks, Lover Lloyd, who 50 kind of wanted to fashion to what we later see becomes what Drake is, right? Up until then, 50 Cent, G-Unit, Aftermath, Slim Shady, Dr. Dre, they all looked invincible, right? So you saw Jay-Z, he did the retirement thing, and he went to develop his portfolio as a businessman. Now, Dame Dash says that Jay-Z got rid of the businessman so he can look like the businessman. Now, that's what Dame had alleged around that time. And this was fresh after Rockefeller breakup. So
again, one of the biggest breakups in hip-hop history.
Yes, the biggest divorce in hip-hop history. One of the biggest divorces in hip-hop history. All right?
Yeah, I would say, bigger than Rakim and Eric B?
Yes, because Eric B didn't go on a bunch of interviews dissing Rakim. Right. I mean, they had some shots here and there,
they had their issues.
They had their issues, but outside of it, I think, they also hatched things up too. So while that was taking place, remember, the blog era is developing up under all of this. AllHipHop.com, RealHipHop.com, WorldStar. You started to see the vestiges of Wale, Drake, Charles Hamilton before he got punched in the face. Loaded Lux, Miles D from Detroit. You see, and all of these guys starting to come off the internet. All right. Now, they said out of that there was a huge bidding war for Drake. All right. And they said that Jigga might have won an in on that bidding war.
He did.
All right.
Allegedly. I mean, this part is not alleged.
Right.
Drake had the biggest bidding war in history. And it wasn't just because he was Jewish. I tell people if he was 100% Jewish, nobody would care.
No.
You saw Rosenberg goggling nuts talking about, man, I always wanted to be half black. You got the best of both worlds. You're black and you're Jew.
Okay. All right now.
But Drake's dad side of the family comes from a legendary bloodline
of musicians.
Of black Americans or musicians and people in the game.
Yeah.
So that played also a big factor in the bidding war as well.
Yes,
of course, the Jewish part played a part too, but it was both, not just being Jewish.
The Jewish part worked for the colorist blacks. That's what it worked for. There's a lot of colorist niggas in hip hop. So, man, he light skinned with good hair.
For the positive and negative.
Right.
That's why Mace love him. And that's why some people hate him.
Yeah, basically. That is true. It works on both ends because there's a lot of niggas just hate that nigga. I just hate the way he tans in the sun.
And he got plugged into the Jay Prince Mafia mob tied stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And with Birdman, Cash Money, Lil Wayne,
crazy.
Young Money.
Yeah, because they got to really factor that. His family come from musical backgrounds, and then you got the rich history of Jay Prince backing him. Then you have the co-signature of Lil Wayne, who was on his incredible run at that time. All right, but some of the niggas were like, nah, it's because he had Jewish. I said, well, if that was the case, then Asher Roth would have made it.
All the 100%.
Lil Dicky would have made it.
All the 100% Jews are not popular like that in rap.
No,
Stop it.
Right.
The best y'all got is is the Beastie Boys? Any of them Jewish? They were Jewish, right?
I think they were Jewish. They were all Jewish.
That's the best y'all got.
That's the best y'all got.
Yeah.
All right. So around that time, that becomes a developing situation. You know, just like T.I. had a bidding war. You know, Bad Boy wanted to sign him. A lot of people wanted to sign T.I. early on. But Drake's situation, his packaging was much larger, you know. And just like with 50 Cent, you know, 50 Cent grows into this, you know, unique power hub. Of course, through industry, cultural facilitation, and manipulation of markets in the culture. It happens with all of the rappers. But at least if I can sell a product that works, because I know people talk about plants. No, if they can, they will plant you in front of an audience, but your product has to be good to have staying power. So you can't suck, and they put you out there little pump, and people are like, well, why didn't it work?
To add to that, I think plant has been overly used in the wrong way. It just simply means you're not from the chitlin circuit. Mm-hmm. You're not independent.
Got some backers. Got a little bit of backing going on there.
Whitney Houston, even though she's been through the chitlin circuit, because there used to be a time when people who were planted into the industry were, if you pay attention to Black history when it comes to music, they all used to go to some form of the chitlin circuit. Then eventually, you know, that type of cultural expression got cut off, where you had a lot of people just go straight into the industry very early on without also going to the chitlin circuit. And then also, when you're talking about the blog era, a lot of them went through colleges. Even if they didn't go to college themselves, they would go, like, you know, college performances.
Yes.
You know, you had that with Wiz Khalifa, with Drake.
That was actually the
last. A lot of people, or they do festivals. Like, you saw the festival scenes where you talk about Kendrick and Black Hippie and all that.
It was the last era of that. That was actually the last era of the A&R, artists and repertoire. Also, Petty Gibbs says here in the chat, I used to live 2 doors down from the person who signed T.I. No cap. Wow. Shouts out to you, Petty Gibbs. All right. So 50 Cent became an upstart. Then, you know, he had more popularity than Jay-Z. His album went diamond. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. And there was tension between Jay-Z and 50. You know, Drake is not from New York. He's from Toronto. But he has been able to acquire a lot of popularity. There's tension here.
A lot of New York City people tried to adapt him at the time.
Yes.
Adopt him, excuse me. Mm-hmm. You have Fat Joe, who now has issues with him because he went after DJ Khaled. And you know, Fat Joe loves DJ Khaled.
He probably heard that song. He's like, oh.
You had 50, who's currently trying to have him. You had Mace and Cam, Dipset, Jim Jones. They all love Drake.
He's tall with light skin. He's light skinned with good hair.
He can have wavy hair.
Mace said that. He said, "Come on, he's 6'6".
Well, remember what Cam said?
Yeah, Cam did say that.
Well, he said what Mace was doing with Diddy. I mean, do we need to say anything else? And also,
go ahead, sir.
You let someone like that at first rob you of your publishing. Diddy was doing that because he had a little man complex.
Literally. And look, shouts out to our Bay legends and Atlanta legends and New York, Harlem legends, wherever Tupac stomped grounds at, y'all. Even Baltimore. But looking back at all of it, man, whatever Diddy working with, I can see him being insanely envious of Tupac. You heard what Kirk Burroughs stated, you know, on Art of Dialogue. And I think Art of Dialogue got some of the best interviews out of Suge Knight and some of the affiliates of Bad Boy.
Michael Jackson's bodyguard as well.
Oh, yeah, the Michael Jackson interview is fire, right? So, but Kirk Burroughs said, you know, Diddy was obsessed with Tupac. And I think he had a hatred for Tupac.
Also.
Yeah, just to put that out there.
Remember, just to say this, all these people are underworld, including Drake.
Yes.
So listen to the story. If you want to champion somebody, y'all can do it in the chat. I don't
might
care.
as well champion Al Sharpton. Some rap niggas are kind of slow. I'm like, bro, it's not what y'all think.
Drake is not an anomaly in that. Remember, the Black Boule or Black New Gangsters are not trying to subjugate Drake because he's Canadian. They tried it with 50 Cent. He didn't like it. Now going back to with Drake, Diddy tried allegedly a lot of times to make Drake submit.
Yes.
The club situation.
Yep.
He tried to do some questionable things repeatedly. That's why, remember, for those who forgot, Jay Prince used to leave voicemail messages to people.
Yeah.
So, Jay Prince, you said if Diddy put hands on your son, the voicemail. What was that voicemail message about?
If we can put hands on people's family, and I consider Aubrey family, then everybody's family can get touched.
OG, what you mean by that?
Niggas love dying, and I can help them with that.
Okay, are you threatening Diddy's life?
All I'm saying is that if you are campaigning, you might get elected. Well, I won't be going to Houston.
And remember, as y'all saw in that leaked tape, Diddy has been trying to dominate everybody. His peer class of other Gen Xers.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know why people keep saying free Diddy. Then he tried to physically impose on millennials. So he tried to physically impose on Drake, J. Cole, Kid Cudi. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole lot more people fucking talk about stories with Diddy, fighting with Diddy, oil with Diddy, parties with Diddy, avoiding parties with Diddy.
Yeah, we was talking to
clubbing with Diddy.
I'm not gonna put the rapper's name out there, but they actually, when I was on the phone with them, they were scared to go back to Diddy's mansion. Nigga, I mean, if it's driving your adrenaline like this and you're not with a what's up, nigga?
I'm trying to make a deal with Diddy, but I don't want to go to his mansion, nigga.
Well, where you gonna make the deal at, nigga?
They keep telling me that it has to be at the fucking mansion, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, nigga. What else you think you gonna do?
Maybe I'm bringing my like 10 niggas with me. You think that'll work?
I don't think that's gonna work, nigga.
You think you gonna say leaving them outside with his
You know that nigga, yeah. He's definitely gonna tell y'all can leave.
Get the fucking money.
Sell
I
your soul.
need the money. How the fuck I'm gonna get the money?
You gonna take that micropene.
No, nigga, I'm sure there's a possibility to get the fucking money without getting
always do independent.
Getting peened up.
I know, but you can always do independent, but I know how y'all industry niggas do. Yeah, I don't want to work that hard. So go on and take the baby sausage.
Yes, Ariel, that is true. Diddy did try it with Kendrick as well when there was an old statement where he said, "You ain't no king of New York." You know, and he came out made a comment saying that.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas that was invested in Kendrick Lamar around that time when Diddy was talking like that, I think they would have killed Diddy. Somebody got to bring the West Coast back with a Pulitzer Prize. Got to clean some of these red rag and blue rags up. Okay, all this gang music, like we trying to get an official president of the West Coast.
I know a lot of them get mad at that guy. What's his name? Dejan Paul. Dejan do have some good points. Yeah. I'm like, how many times gang.
Well, listen.
I put a nigga in the ring.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Gang. Go quick. Yeah. Go cut. I'm like nigga, like even YG new video. I was like, it's visually. Yeah. It's done nice, but it ain't not like, bro, how many times we got to do this?
I think I will say it looks like YG is going with a concept. So it looked like he might be doing that demon angel shit.
He responded to too hard for the radio.
Yeah. So with Dejan Paul, now I'm not in the West Coast. I don't write for any West Coast gang affiliate shit. I don't know nothing else outside of what I see on TV or the internet. But people do reach out to us with information. There's some other stuff we've heard, but yeah, Dejan Paul is basically now. I do see him promoting some albums a lot. So I was like, who was the last nigga from the West Coast that was like? Outside of Nate Dogg that would sing to the ladies, but Snoop used to do it with Blue Carpet Treatment.
Yeah, I like it to be merged with something. Like even with I forgot this guy's name, but when he said one more day, one more
G Perico.
Yeah,
one more day.
When it's
one more day.
They talk about gang stuff, but they mix it with something else.
Well, what was it about the YG video? Was it
It was too much. Then
was
they had a
off-putting.
nigga in the wheelchair who got like it was just like all gangs and like dudes with the face cut up and fucking tats everywhere. It was just a little bit too much.
Well, you know what? I think to me when I saw the video, I said I'll see where he's going with it. Now, Dejan's situation, he said that there's a lot of gang music coming out and they forgetting about the ladies. Now, I have seen, and we've spoken to like some ladies that are out there. They like, yeah, you know, some of us like to walk to it, do the BT blood talk shit to this stuff, but there are a lot of them, they want to party too, you know. But, yeah, I will tell you this, though. They definitely got some stuff to kind of pick up about that. But, yeah, going back to what we're talking about here.
Anderson, he's good. Very talented guy.
Anderson .Paak is good. I think the
Very
first
gifted.
album I listened to him was the Malibu joint?
Yeah, that's the point. Like, because the West
Yeah.
Coast has two identities. It's not even just gang. They have so many
So
people
much soul and jazz, yeah.
It's like in Dawn B, for example.
That's what Kendrick leans into that shit. And
he talks about the jazz class, and then that's what Kendrick leans into.
Right, and they got a huge jazz collective that has a strong history.
And I'm not saying all of them got to lean into jazz, but like, damn, mix it up. Like, there's a lot of people, Blue, and so many other people who like, you know, they make different, diverse type of music and hip hop and stuff like that.
What was the nigga name? He was a big nigga. I think he passed away. He said we invented the woo. What's that nigga's name? Y'all know who he is. I know we got some of y'all in the chat. Yeah, Steve Lacy. He does his thing. Let's see here. Yeah, Paak is highly talented. Yeah, he does a lot of dope work. Very versatile artist. But yeah, with that being the case though, Jay-Z is a patriarch in the Black American hip hop industry. And
one of the biggest gatekeepers too.
He is a huge gatekeeper.
Sorry, Rock Nation people, y'all know it's true.
Y'all know it's true because a lot of y'all say it.
I mean, y'all be on here like lying.
Right.
Like, y'all like lying sometimes. Like, no, y'all already know what's going on. Don't act like what we say here is a lie. Like, it's true. It's one of the biggest gatekeepers. Out of the black mafia, alleged mafia class, with Diddy, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z, probably Jay-Z and Dr. Dre probably the biggest two. Diddy out for the count. He might be coming out this year or next year though, or next year he's supposed to be coming out. But he's disgraced now because a lot of his backdoor dealings and behavior is now being put on Front Street. Whereas Dr. Dre and Jay-Z, for the most part, they've had some situations and strays and bullets that happen, but so far they've been able to dodge most of it. Like what you saw, Jay-Z able to dodge 1-800 Tony Bugsby.
Oh, yeah. No, she's right about that. And so, you know, this is kind of where we are right now. There's other things we talk about. Like we said, we cover a lot of other different things as well. But this is an all-consuming cultural event. It's just what it is, you know. And you're kind of having a situation where generational patriarchs exist in the industry and they're clashing with each other. It is Jay-Z and Drake, and we've told folks that for a long time. I know people didn't want to believe it.
You know, they call it Jay-Z versus the young Jay-Z, because everybody think they said is the Jay-Z versus the half nigga Jay-Z, and you know, Whack 100 said, "Can I play the clip?"
Yeah, you can go ahead and play that.
Okay, it's on the Patreon, but I'm gonna play the clip of what Whack 100 has said here. Pertaining, because remember, this is a mafia wars that's taking place. People trying to lie to y'all and make it seem like it's about morality and pro-blackness is not.
It is not.
But it's just about.
It's literally about dirty shit. Like, it's
right.
really people doing dirty shit to each other in the industry.
All right, so this is what Wack said, telling like if y'all like. Oh, hold on. He's saying like if you fuck with Nicki and Drake and the rest of them, he like, you better tell them to stand down, because he said especially Drake. Hold on, let me play it right now.
Like that, he ain't ready for that. He ain't slick. He ain't been around long enough to do that kind of. He couldn't handle Kendrick. You better leave that nigga alone. with that word play, that slick shit, he don't know if do it. It's two different type of, you dealing with two different type of bosses. Yeah. He's still gonna tell you a slave, nigga, be quiet. That's what he told that, he hit that nigga with some shit. That nigga tell that nigga I seen that shit. Tell him about that contract bar. No, the other one, right before that, he hit that nigga with some shit. That nigga.
You ain't get at them white people about your master, about your publishing.
No, something else he said right around where that shit at, bro. He told that nigga, hold on. He don't want to play with that nigga, bro. That ain't even he out his league, bro. Oh, and he said, you niggas looked up to me. I ain't never looked up to you niggas. That's a fact.
Thanks.
That point there, you gotta be quiet. You can't be talking to your uncle, bro, about and you've been his life is what
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's always like
Right.
it's always like an older generation and raggedy rap shit.
Be talking about that.
And rap shit is like you got to respect somebody older than you, even if they've done disrespectful things culturally. And of course, Drake has as well. But it's like it's that whole hierarchy shit. And so far, the hierarchy has not served black people in any way whatsoever is the problem that I have. But Wack 100 did say he's warning Drake. He said, from his perspective, don't try to come at the Hove because you're going to be dealing with a different type of beast politically. Just in a lot of ways.
Okay. Also, shouts out to, I think somebody brought it up. I saw what was the song? I said we started the whoop. It was it's Big Y and Fig Newton. All right. Yeah. So that was the song I was referencing the video. All right. So thank y'all. Somebody brought it up in the chat. But anyway, okay. Going back to that, I get what they're saying. I understand where they are coming from.
Nephew.
They got his bitch on tape. She getting plowed out.
You know, so we already saw those. We saw them, flash their teeth in that regard, right? But here's the thing: some people they didn't get it. And a lot of the Rock Nation, the pro Rock Nation people, do pop out when they feel like we're having not the best commentary in favor of Jay-Z, right? So I'll give you an example.
They're going to have to be able to take it because OVO people took it.
You gotta take it, nephew.
Shit, the OVO.
Or you gonna get plowed out by Diddy.
OVO people who ever say things about Drake off and on for years. We've always talked about industry people trying to set him up.
Right.
Back since 2017, 18. So that's not new. We've been saying that in favor of Drake. But he has been cooked by us on and off for years. And right now, Hovengers, pro Rock Nation people, big fucking crybabies.
Well, also because Jay-Z's brand is not necessarily shameless. Nicki and Drake brand, there's some shamelessness there. Where and what I mean by that, I'm not saying they themselves don't have any shame. We don't know them personally. What I am saying, there was so much ridiculous things said about their brands, Nicki Minaj and Drake. In a lot of ways, like especially Drake's, he's almost became impenetrable to that type of stuff. Jay-Z don't necessarily have a shameless type brand where you can just say anything and he'll keep walking through it. Like some of the stuff, like Jay-Z was actually getting slowed down by people saying that he eat baby brains in the dark. He
Some
said
people do too much.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you can only go with what you can prove.
Yes.
And at least some things that have been massaged there.
Right.
You got Professor Griff.
Yes.
You got some people who've been around Jay-Z who've been talking about that Magic War stuff, that Harry Potter shit.
Yeah, D-Haven said that. He put a spell on niggas. He said, he put a spell on niggas.
First of all, for those people who believe in that, number one.
See what this nigga's saying?
You're not supposed to just drink and eat from anybody. Remember, your body is sensitive. You can't just...
Have some Dasani water. You signed this contract, nigga.
2.
Got him.
If you're talking about astral projection as well, if someone offers you
Yes.
a drink or something, they're not an ancestor, they're not a spirit guide, something unfamiliar, celebrity, whatever. You know, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know, because some people can be, you know, trying to program you.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we'll try to lay on top of you like Diddy. Now,
You say Diddy astro
Yeah.
assaulting?
yeah, he do. That's what I think he did. He got that tattoo on his back.
Yo, do y'all think that Diddy was
He's an astro violator.
he was trying to astro
Put some
violate
blessed oil
people?
at your door.
Hell fucking no.
Right. Now, to your point, now, here's the thing, and when I say this, because I said this in the last stream, some of the pro-Hovengers, but the Rock Nation people popped out in the chat. Oop, gotcha, right? But what I was saying is that Drake, as you can see how he's moved, he doesn't think that way. Like when you bring up hierarchy, right, Sin? He thinks in the sense of like what I'm assuming. Culturally, there is a cultural hierarchy. Like, you know, Jay-Z and Nas and all of them came before me.
Yeah.
Right? But he doesn't respond to them the way Meek Mill does.
I personally believe
Right.
I respect everybody's contribution to the
Right.
culture musically, but I don't have to do anything
No.
you tell me to do.
Right.
You're not related to me. You're not my grandmother, grandfather. You're not. It's respect to what you brought musically, you know. But this whole thing in the industry, it's not just also in the music industry. It's in the movie film industry as well. It's like I don't care if it was Spike Lee or Spielberg. You think just because I love your work and what you put out there that somehow I'm supposed to be a slave to you or submit to you or service you? Is like, that's the type of weird thing you do see a lot in that industry where it's like trying to punk people out just because they were inspired by your music or like your stuff. And it's like, nah. Which is why a lot of people coming into the game, they're going to have stronger boundaries.
Well, that's why you get run over and people run off with your style.
Bunny hopping like Meek.
Yeah. So now again, and that's whole Meek's whole situation. Maybe, you know, he looks at Jay-Z. Some of these people have in their head taking him on like a father figure. We said this before, and you know, I don't know why people got tight about it. It's not throwing Drake a lob or anything. He already exists, but he doesn't. If you look at how he's moved around, he don't view them that way. You know, he dropped the microphone, made Diddy pick the microphone up. He was about to go back in there and fight Diddy. He got his arm snatched out of his shoulder, going back and forth with the security guard or bodyguard.
Got peed on
Right.
by allegedly by T.I.'s people.
Yeah, right. And then I think he unfollowed T.I. after T.I. said that or told that story, right? And then he's out of the millennial class, folks. He's the only one that openly early on went back and forth with Jay-Z. That kind of shows you where he believes himself to be, whether people like him or not. So when Sid and I, like, even when I hear Whack 100, I get it from Whack's perspective, especially him growing up with the
Whack is like you dealing with an old dragon,
right?
And we know things about certain things of what Jay-Z had partnered up with,
right?
And there's a lot of dangerous elements around Jay-Z. Of course, all of them do.
Right.
Even dealing with a low level rapper, which Jay-Z is not, but like even like a low level one, sometimes you may have to deal with like gangs and stuff. This is why I don't be around those type of people. I don't give a fuck. I tell you, I know we have people in gangs who listen to the show. I love y'all, but you know,
like Kendrick said in Squabble Up, Jesus saves gangsters too.
Right. And unless you
go ahead, Sid.
Unless you change your life and you're servicing the community, right. I'm not down with that.
All right.
But
okay.
To get to your point, there is a thing that's interesting in this dynamic with Jay-Z, who's a brilliant tacticianer and has a brilliant mind, but he also is very flawed. And y'all can also listen to a lot of what Dwan B talks about with the hacking culture that he don't like.
Yes.
But one thing people don't give credit for is people in the millennial class who may be a part of the same type of shit,
right,
or not, who defend themselves. Like when Kid Cudi went on that stand and like, yeah, bro did blow up my car and steal my presents.
Yeah,
and gangs were telling him, don't talk because you a snitch. Yeah. How he snitching? Yeah. Some micro penis demon
blew up his car,
ripping up my fucking presents, right?
Blowing
up my fucking car.
Mm.
And you
eating your food.
eating my fucking food, and you telling me
they say point that nigga out.
Just to fucking take it?
Point at that nigga.
No,
Tail on that nigga.
Or even when people was like, well, don't talk up to Jay-Z or Lucien when they talking to Drake. So what?
Yeah.
You should be more focused on whether Drake is doing something inappropriate or not himself, which is fair game. But all this hushing and shushing and telling people to take being violated or people trying to violate them, that's just some goofy shit to me, in my personal opinion.
Right. And, usually, that, there's a hierarchy. Now, and also that would double down for Mr. Nephew. That would double down for him because he comes from a gang background, which is all about hierarchy. And it's all gangs. It's not just Pyrus, Hoovers, Bloods, Crips, and all of the little niggas in between. It's with the biker gangs, the Aryan gangs. I was watching one story. A guy had joined an Aryan Brotherhood. You know why he left?
Why?
He said, man, all of the lower foot soldiers, like, we getting scraps. He said one of the lower ranking generals walked past him. He said the nigga, well, he's a white man. The white man had.
Call him a cracker. Call him out.
The cracker, the ball cracker. Right.
Let's get 70s with it.
Right. He walked past him with 2 women under his arm, and one of the women was holding a plate of food. I says, I would leave too. I'm out of here. So that was the hierarchy. That's the pecking order.
Well, yeah, like even
and now to your point, I know y'all may not like it. I know it, but I got to say it. One of the big issues is Drake's he wasn't submitting to Jay-Z or Diddy openly. It's just what it is.
Like, and also,
it's just what it is.
So
we're just saying, we're not saying people are good guys.
So people don't think that Drake is being built up like a demigod.
No, he's not. Absolutely not.
I don't look at none of these people like gods. I just like their work.
Just saying.
That's why Jay Prince was very important.
Oh, yeah. He was. He's a very important backer.
Yeah, before Drake amassed a lot of the stuff that he was able to amass out there in Canada and UK and stuff like that.
Right.
An important black mafia, alleged mafia figure is Jay Prince. So you do need it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner or here. He did, you have to have some type of backup, and for him, that was Jay Prince.
You're always going to need some muscle in the industry.
But to your point, what's getting Drake in real trouble is not about morality because they're all filthy.
Yeah.
It's not about trafficking because UMG, Lucien Grange, is caught up in the lawsuit right now with a Christian artist who said she was inappropriately touched by her management or something like that, allegedly. And she said UMG don't have a good environment.
Kind of like what Lil Rod said early on.
Then you had Lil Rod lawsuit originally where they said Lucien was supplying women and underage people and stuff like that to Diddy, allegedly.
Y'all seen Lucien with no makeup on? It looks crazy.
Bad.
Yeah.
But, not allegedly. They had that originally, but then, Lucien was able to get himself and UMG out of the lawsuit.
Right.
So it's not about morality. It's not about being pro-black because then nobody will be partnering up with Live Nation and nobody will be partnering up with these blue bloods. So it's not that. So then what is the real reason of this Jay-Z versus Drake situation that has been happening for 10 years now, or a little bit over 10 years now?
A little bit over 10 years.
It's about power, real estate, and who is going to be the face of what is going to come for the future when we're talking about the corporate entity of the music industry. And that is what it's really about, which is why you got Rock Nation allegedly. They control journalists. So all the journalists who being preachy saying they don't like streamers is because a lot of them are under the thumb of Rock Nation and Jay-Z allegedly.
They're tied to institutionalized aspects of the industry.
And then,
which is,
podcasters.
Yeah, a lot of podcasters. A lot of them.
Then Drake, who complains about the journalists, he got all the streamers
and some
underneath his thumb.
And some people on YouTube.
Allegedly, OVO and all that, right?
Yeah, OVO radio.
And podcasters as well.
Right.
So you have information war, you having people who are trying to get real estate, and it's interesting to see how this all is going to also pan out because, allegedly Jay Prince and Jay-Z don't have much love for each other either.
Look, that's, you see, okay, all right, let's just get straight into it because, we kind of revisiting, and we're doing a good job. We have to break these things down, but some of the stuff, but look, When I said what I said about the submission tactic, okay. Again, it's not about making somebody, oh my God, like they all just no. This is just what it is. It's like you ever come into, like, even think about people that like they're friends with each other, and then somebody that you are cool with, they're like, yo man, you know what, man, we've been clicking so well. I'm gonna introduce you to my other friends, and then you get in there. There's already a hierarchy there that don't really apply to you, but you're respecting that. These are friends of a mutual associate of you all's. But some people in the group, I don't know, maybe your jokes are a little louder. Maybe the laughs to your jokes are a little louder, or maybe you know where all of the better parties are. Some people are going to be in the group that like, nah, man, me and TJ, we always hang out on Tuesdays. We'll do your thing. We'll do what you do on Saturday, right? It's that type of energy that goes on in these spaces. Kendrick Lamar has paid respect. He's done competitive things with Jay-Z early on, but he's paid respect and of course, he out of the West, but we're saying get to the New York niggas, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's.
No, yeah, he
right?
also to Dr. Dre.
Yeah, all of that, right?
So the bootleg order, he allegedly is all the way in with, allegedly.
So he's paid his homage to these people, right? J. Cole paid his homage to these people, right?
He made up with Diddy.
On,
what's that album with the basketball
Off
court?
Season.
Off Season.
Yeah, or Comeback Season. It's one of them niggas.
He made up back up with Diddy during that time, yeah.
Drake is the only one that has different energy with these people.
Which is why him and 50 Cent are clicking up.
Because 50 Cent, he didn't go and endorse what Jay-Z was doing, and he didn't go and endorse what Diddy was doing. He was their competitor. Drake is the competitor from a different generation. It's not saying that these other guys like Diddy, Cole and Kendrick don't have any powerful dynamics about themselves as artists. They do. But they're not seen as a direct competitor from their era. Yes, Kendrick surpassed
Jay-Z with
the Grammys, but to some degree,
and artistic expression too.
Rap don't care about the Grammys though. Overall.
We don't.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's a nice asterisk.
We don't give a fuck about the Grammys, but
you get what I'm saying?
But for Kendrick's personal code, he would get awards from institutions,
which is
when it comes to his great art. So that's something that works for him. And what people do care about though is the body of work in hip hop. So they like the classic albums from Kendrick, the poetry, and different things like that.
So the reason why 50 Cent and Drake clicks together because they both, in their own unique way, they paid homage to like Jay-Z, like, yo, no, I fuck with Reasonable Doubt, this, that, but there's no submission there. Again, y'all can pick y'all sides all day, all right? But this is what I was explaining in the last live stream. I had a few Rock Nation niggas pop out in the chat saying we trying to, what was it? Y'all setting up against Jay-Z.
That's your guy.
Yeah, that's y'all guy. And they said we was trying to uproot Kendrick. I say, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? All right? We're going to explain the chess pieces as they are.
And to your point, also in the chat, all three of the big three are fine with Diddy.
Yes.
Diddy Kids was at the GNX concert. Kendrick don't have no issues with Diddy. Drake don't have no issues with Diddy. And J. Cole don't have any issues with Diddy.
The focus is Jay-Z. Because from Jay-Z's Gen X era, 50 did not submit or endorse Jay-Z, right? Nor did he really care to get along with him directly. He wanted to compete. I'm a competitor, right? Jay-Z, we got problems then, nigga, right? Same thing with Drake, just from a different generation. Again, competitor, what is this? Everybody goes on stage for the title conference. Drake goes to iTunes. I am a competitor. For 10 years, I am a competitor. I just come from a different generation.
The problem, though, Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre are cool. And even though Jimmy Iovine has done some dealings in favor of Drake, this is where the issue comes when you're dealing with two powerful, alleged boule black figures in hip-hop. You're dealing with Dr. Dre and you're dealing with Jay-Z. And that's where we go to the high five between Dr. Dre and Lucien Grange high-fiving it at the Grammys. A lot of people who are under, again, the Rock Nation side of things, they want to paint stuff. I personally think they went too strong on morality to the point where they were getting on people's nerves. I know they getting on my nerves because like the evil witch shit, fine. Mafia stuff, who cares? All right, it ain't gonna change y'all. We get it. Y'all gonna keep doing y'all and be doing the shit y'all gonna do. But when people was messing up the fun of talking about these topics and drying it the fuck up, lying about pro-blackness, lying about morality, that's the shit that was getting on people's nerves. So y'all just could have kept it on that, like what we talked about here. It's competition.
Well, that's what we about to do.
You know, that's
that's what we're gonna do. No, you're right about that, saying. I want people to just understand. Look, it's just competition, and 50 Cent and Drake actually have some of the same relationship dynamics with Jay-Z. You know, and look, if that's your uncle, that's your fine, whatever. But we got to call an ace, a spade, yo. It's just competition. That's it. And Drake's brand is a little bit unique here because you had the reference tracks come out, then they was able to narrate this campaign about hiding the kid. They threw out the blackface photo. Then you had the huge 2024 year, and Drake's brand for the most part is still here, right? And so now Wack is, I think, outside of some dirty foot tactics that Wack may be familiar that will probably take place.
I mean, Wack is part of the underworld.
Yeah.
Even though people make fun of him, he
no.
didn't know about Tory, allegedly, Wack said Tory needed to watch out in prison.
Nephew, they coming.
Yeah, so, he be acting goofy, but he still knows a lot what happens in the underworld, even though, he played games a lot on the mic.
So another competitor that maybe later on she really realized it was Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj has been one of the premier global artists, which has a very active base and very strong, but also because of her being a black woman, there were certain ways she was easily clipped out of the market. All right. Now, does that mean Nicki has been pro-woman all the way? No, not in the actions publicly. All right. But
not even close.
I'm not in that space, so I don't know what else is going on because a lot of times you're seeing reactions, but there are things we do hear, we see, and there's things you can kind of forecast, right? So to the point that we brought up some other time ago, Wayne, Nicki, and Drake was their own big three, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
all right.
You got different big threes in the industry. We got the blog era big three, the Young Money big three.
Yeah,
some people say with Rock Nation, they would say Jay-Z, Rihanna, and Kanye when they had their run. So yeah, and for over there, that was a great point with Lil Wayne, Nicki, and Drake.
Yeah, and so where we go though with this music situation is it's been quite divisive. All right, because both proxies or all different proxies have been activated online with YouTubers and podcasters. All right, this is why when people fall into our chat, they get confused with us. All right, and I get it. You probably clicked on a dozen niggas online that told you they ride with The Rock, they ride with TDE, they ride with OVO, they ride with whoever. Okay, but the reality of it is that it's showing you that what's been shrinking in the industry because this directly coincides with politics. Politics has been going through a grim reaper phase when it comes to industries. All right. So a lot of industries, their jobs being cut. We saw what happened with Doge. We talked about the departments, the different department chairs that have been shut down completely. Some of them that happen to be investigating Elon Musk and even Donald Trump himself. So a lot of industries, and you saw recently or not too long ago, Issa Rae talked about how major studios are no longer getting behind black relatable properties or black oriented properties.
And she also said black execs are not taking any chances with black people because they don't want to lose any money. Remember, when you talk about Blumhouse, they took a chance with Jordan and a $4 million film.
Yes. Get Out.
Went over with Get Out. Was able to accumulate over $100 million, and of course, you see with Obsession with I forgot the white guy's name who directed it. There was $750,000 to create the film, and then now it's over $100 million. But it's like I kind of feel like there are a lot of black execs, bootleg execs that are pretty damn slow. Like there are a lot of black talent out there. Just make a cheap film and cost, but make it. You have great writers, great actors and actresses, new faces, script writers. Also, the editing tools for videos and films are much more advanced now. You could definitely make a $500,000, $700 and something $1,000 film with black people, and it can easily do well. But to Prince's point, it's the factor because everything's shutting down. So 50 gatekeepers turn into 30 gatekeepers. 30 gatekeepers turn into 15 gatekeepers.
Yes.
Right now, you're seeing a war in hip hop where people are fighting to be that one universal gatekeeper of hip hop.
Now, the reason why I brought this up about what Jay-Z had, was able to jump on board with in 2012, I believe, with the Roc Nation deal, hip hop had a richer culture. Now, at that point in time, a lot of its predecessors said hip hop had fallen off, but you had the new generation coming in. You had blog era getting started. You had blog era journalists. You had a lot of people that was popping up and propping up everywhere. So there was a diversity of talent. Hip hop felt very promising. We still had residual of physical, actual literature media. You still had some work by Elliott Wilson. I can't remember if he was still tied to XXL. You also had The Source with David Mays as well around that time. And then again, a lot of these guys were transitioning with the upstart millennials too onto the blog era too, by the way. So around that time, like Sin stated, you had 200 gatekeepers.
Yeah.
There really wasn't a conversation against Leo Cohen. T.I. said on T.I. versus T.I.P. at the beginning, hey, Leo, don't worry, I'm going to make sure this album sell 5 million. Because at the time, ringtone era was popping up. So Soulja Boy, Lil B.
was funny for a while.
Yeah, and it
party like a
rock star, right? Totally, dude. Shop Boy, shouts out to them.
Everybody on their mobile phone rushing to get a ringtone.
So technology in media, internet was still advancing.
And Atlanta was reigning supreme in that. The South,
South, yeah, South, and don't forget the Midwest,
Houston.
You had what's his name? Huey Pop, Lock and Drop It. You had niggas coming out of the Bay. You had some LA niggas as well. You had New York ringtone. Ringtone was the first wave of the Gen X legends, OGs, shitting on the youth. Okay? So right now, some of those people from that era or kind of got started in that blog era, Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, they're the last survivors that their business acumen survived through everything. And Drake is the nigga. There's always going to be one nigga from the next generation that's going to challenge the top nigga from the previous generation. It always happened. All right? Also, shouts out to CMB, says 100. All right, man, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. So the reason why we're talking this like this, because I know when y'all leave this shit, y'all gonna probably step into a lot of confusing commentary.
This is why I tell you Drake needs to be killed.
Right.
This is why he's a cancer.
Right.
This is why Jay-Z needs to be killed.
Right.
This is why he's a cancer.
Yeah, so
this is why Nicki just is only a cokehead. Ain't nothing she say is factual. Get her out of here.
Right. And honestly, you really have to know the history of this shit. You have to have lived it. I'm just being real with you all. I hear a lot of crazy commentary. I leave it alone. I don't comment it. It's none of my business. Some of it's entertaining, but I'm like, that's not what's happening. All right. The reason why that's important, because the politics, everything, when you're seeing, let's just say, the super whites that run the industry, and the ones with the hats on their head too.
Michael
right?
Rapino.
All of them, right? You're saying is right. Michael Rapino, all of them.
Live Nation is a headache.
When you see all of these businesses merging together, there's a lot of businesses merging together. Yeah, on some factor, companies like, let's make more money together, right? A lot of times, though, the mergers are happening out of survival. So you're hearing You're hearing black equity firms that's becoming more of a talking point today, right? They're buying up people's catalogs. The tech bros are merging with record labels right now.
Everybody are doing one world order.
One world order, right?
Remember, where was it? Bush Sr. This is a one.
We have a real chance for a new world order.
Excuse me.
Yes, little black girl.
Okay. Hey, Bush, what are you talking about when you say one world order?
What I'm saying here is an exciting chance, little black girl, to destroy Africa.
Excuse me, but there are a lot of people who are suffering right now in the cornfields and the farms. We need more funding.
And that's why the time is now. We must seize on human suffering.
So that's what you got. You still got a lot of global governance going on, ladies and gentlemen. I know we see a lot of shiny stuff going on. Wimby be tearing things up. We on social media, but ladies and gentlemen, hey, they still cooking. They still globally spirit cooking for everybody, right? So if you look at what's going on in the industry, right, and we're talking about all of these industries, all of these art industries. Look what's going on in Hollywood. Like Hollywood is like, we want to take on AI, but they're making ugly shit with it. So they don't know where to go.
Many people shit is ugly.
Right.
With the AI thing, they're just like there are some people, talented people who we talk to, but man, there's a lot of people doing ugly stuff with AI. It's like, golly.
So now
I mean, like, you really dirtying up water for this? Like, this shit is fucking ugly. Like, bro,
you gotta be careful.
You gonna give people poison water? At least make some good fucking art with it.
No,
like,
that's not how they do.
What the fuck are we doing?
So there's there's some grand books that allege Trump is to be the last president. Now that's what they allege. Okay. They kind of say that. They said that about Obama. They say that about a lot of presidents. Okay, but
to add a little bit more politics in here.
Yes, babe.
Peter Thiel has ran off to Argentina.
Right. So that way.
And remember, Argentina. I know some people from Argentina listen to our show, but it's a lot of white supremacists.
Yeah, they got rid of their black population.
Neo-Nazis.
A long time ago.
And other people that go over to create their little safe
Peter
haven.
Thiel also wants to be able to escape the nuclear mushroom cloud in the northern hemisphere or western hemisphere. All right. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, why do you think they're celebrating all of these little films? They're saying like, oh, look, this film, it cost $30 to make. It raked in $200 million. Folks, what do we say for Hollywood and establishment folk? They're having to rebrand themselves as independent.
But they also mad too because there are some. We told you in the transits with Pluto and Aquarius, they're doing all this shit because being independent actually has value to it.
Yes.
Pluto and Aquarius means the collective is going to find their own strength and push back against these institutions, destabilize them, and be free. Because Aquarius, you can be free. Or it means you're going to be subjugated by Live Nation, UMG, so on and so forth. People who pretend to be independent, but they're not. They're part of the industry line and say, oh, donate to me. I need the money. Well, some of them probably do because they do be squeezing people out in the industry. But nonetheless, they're still an industry person. And you have the invasion of the body snatcher. Now, the invasion of the body snatcher is these people talk a good game. They look a good game, but they're not independent.
Right. So going across the board here, though, you're seeing all of these fights take place because money has been running dry, resources has been running dry, and we're hearing it from Issa Rae. It was a very important interview she gave. Issa Rae has had nothing but successful properties. What's our man? Let me see. Let me look him up real quick. His name might be. I'm gonna make sure I say his name correctly. I think it's Brian Hooks.
Remember,
okay, Brian Hooks. Just to say this real quick, Brian Hooks. There's an interview Brian Hooks had. I can't remember with who. I can't remember with who it was, but Brian Hooks did an interview, and he said he was speaking with an executive. And the executive said, we do know that black people can sell very well. We know that the return rate on them is high. The budget can be very low. But the white exec told him, we don't want to give you the money. because we just don't like you all. And this is Brian Hooks. You can go look it up online. He talked about this.
And remember, the independent scene, you can say, was created by Black Americans. Like but the part of the chitlin circuit. It
was pioneered by Black folks.
And also remember when the movie industry was going bankrupt, it was Black exploitation films.
Resuscitated Hollywood in the 70s.
These were independent,
late 60s, early 70s.
Directors, photographers, actors, actresses.
Gordon Parks.
They built a legend in the game.
Right.
That built up. But now, see, this is where
Melvin Van Peebles.
This is where they fucked up, though.
Right.
You're supposed to always bring it back to yourself and your community.
Well, they were trying with some of them.
No, some of them did try, but the problem is a lot of people. Okay, so what they do in Black space, but they do this period. We already talked about like what happened with the Rothschilds did with the Brits versus the French. But what they do is they find people who will be sellouts, and they have them fight the people who want to be independent. And y'all put it in whichever category you want. Don't come in here getting mad at us because we're not a part of that industry. But Dame feels he's a part of the independent energy, and he feels, from his perspective, that Jay-Z is a part of the sellout class. Now, some people who are in favor of Jay-Z just saying he bitter because he got kicked out by making bad decisions. So however y'all want to view it is how y'all want to view it. But what they do is they split down the middle, have infighting, then everybody lose, and then they have one proxy that is going to be the gatekeeper, the ultimate gatekeeper.
Yeah.
That means you understand one gate means a lot of people can't get in, number one. And then when you have people pretending to be a part of the independent scene and they're not, and also buying up the independent scene, that means that there won't be that many true alternative voices.
So, and again, a lot of this, the reason why you're seeing all of this fighting is absolutely what you said, and what have been breaking down here is, folks, Issa Rae gave an interview. There were other directors that gave an interview. Hollywood still has to market itself as there is some diversity there. So, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, these are all talented people, right? But far and few in between. Budget cuts, films flopping. Studios don't want to take any risk on unique properties. This is why you saw them for so many years rebooting Spider-Man, rebooting Superman, rebooting Batman. We're looking for franchise, rebooting Halloween, and that has also runs coincide with
Spike Lee.
What?
Independent scene. Like what a lot of the white people are doing now, that comes from Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Well, it comes from Black people, period.
Yeah, the chitlin
You start, especially if you're talking about the late 60s and 70s.
Tyler,
a lot of early
the theater scene.
Yeah, remember a lot of other there was a renaissance of Black cinema. White Hollywood called it Blaxploitation. The Black men and women didn't call themselves Black exploiters. All right, they weren't. That's just not what they referenced themselves. But they categorized it as Blaxploitation, and then in the 90s. They said these were urban films. You get what I'm saying? Because you also had another wave of Black cinema, which happened in the early 90s, late 80s. Also, sitcoms. Again, if you guys know the history, the reason why you have the Super Bowl is because In Living Color was whooping ass all the time against the NFL. And they was like, this is embarrassing. The next year, they got Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl. Okay? So that's what I say. A lot of times with us as a culture, you have to be careful who we give our blessings to, because then we're going to be spending 2 decades crying that you blessed the nigga.
I mean, in hip hop, they ain't really nowhere to go mainstream wise. I mean, people, they all a part of, allegedly, this is where they're going to say is the nut job part of the conversation. They all allegedly connected to the Illuminati, which would be fine if you would actually bring some fucking blessings to your community that's unplugged from the corporations who want to just dominate Black people. But there's no mainstream person that I see in any way as the hope to save anybody.
Well,
with how they've all been moving.
Well, just to say this too, by the way, look, it's in all industries. I mean, look, whether they know they are or not, y'all all work for the Illuminati somewhere. some studio head that came from come on, somebody, all right?
But the reason why it's important to bring up hip hop, because
the
hip hop
reason-
was supposed to be that outlier.
Nope.
That was supposed to be what they call hope.
Nah, y'all lost it.
Hip hop was supposed to be the one, and it was supposed to be the one.
Nah, y'all lost it when Run DMC was singing with Aerosmith. It was over.
Walk this way.
And I think they're a dope group,
Give
but
me
you
a
know,
kiss.
once y'all was on Saturday Night Live in the late 70s, early 80s, that was it. It hit Front Street. Once this Adidas shoes are on Rolling Stone, you are on Front Street now. That's it.
And if y'all had owned it though, while doing all that, I wouldn't even have a problem.
Yeah, so
it's the fact of not owning it after doing it. So you just keep culturally lifting other people up, and you just don't take complete ownership of it. So that's the problem.
So yeah, like you guys are bringing up, and you're right, Sin. So like Aerial Smoke and Living Color, Living Single, Martin, Fresh Prince. Again, another wave of black sitcom, black renaissance, black comedy, black cinema. Again, what black people have done for the active sitcom was expressively unique, right? Black people then resuscitated and jump-started a lot of shit. The problem is, it's not all the times like, oh, black people want to give shit away. No, sometimes you just have people that just genuinely betray black people culturally.
Well, and also another thing is
saying?
all the big three saying they're going to be independent, doing this and that. Cole said it, Kendrick said, Drake said. I believe it when I see it in action. Everybody talking a good game, but we in the fourth quarter. Ain't no more talk time.
Well, I'm not in that quarter. You ain't either. We're not in that game.
No.
Yeah, but I get what you said.
The fourth quarter is about all the conglomerates eating up the independence and gobbling it up, like what Live Nation is doing with private venues, what UMG is doing with platforms that were supposed to be for independent artists, like Evans and all that stuff like that.
You're not wrong about that.
Oh, Evans.
But just to be clear for you all you got to do is look at politics does matter. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people in hip-hop felt like, let's not talk about that deep shit. And now you're in a situation where
We're looking at Diddy videos.
Diddy was tied in with the royal family. All right.
Yes.
So here's the thing.
And for the people who,
here's the thing.
Oh, go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, I just want to say this. Here's the thing about dumbass culture. It feels good, but eventually when you look up, you're going to experience some pain. So right now in hip hop, people are feeling a little desperate. There's wonderful artists out there. We talked about Jid, Suave, Kenny Mason. Like, there's a lot of dope artists out there. BK the Ruler. I like her goth horror theme. She's being very creative with. Was Tiana Corinne? There's a lot of dope artists that are coming into the game. But the problem is, a lot of the people that was able to have access to power, they didn't really try to maintain the power.
Well, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what is Russell Simmons' legacy?
Garbage.
I get people like, yo, no, y'all understand. We can hip hop museum niggas. What is the legacy though? What has that? Where's the contribution that has protected the next wave of artists?
Nothing. It's a bunch of beautiful art.
Yes.
But with no murk.
So I'm just, and that's why I say, like, for me, the crying about Drake, and even Jay-Z, like, even what goes on with them, I think it's a foregone conclusion. I actually think we crossed the threshold a long time ago.
You saw when Nas was crying in the interview.
Yes.
It's just gone.
Yeah. He talked about when he went back to Queens.
I made the King Disease to talk about how they taking over hip hop publishing masters. The technocrats is gone. No, it sounded like he was 80 years old.
Yeah. Hey.
It sounded like he was a part of the past already. He's saying, like, look, even in the King Disease and Magic series, which was great, by the way, dope ass series. Shout out to Hit Boy for that. He did a great job.
Fantastic series, yeah.
I mean,
that in the Magic series, yeah.
Nas was saying on the album like it's over.
He was saying, Nas has always been saying it, and the reason why I'm bringing this up,
since hip hop is dead, that's true. That album.
Look, Here's what I want to ask you all. What are everybody fighting about? Everything's been outsourced. It's, to me, karmically, it's only appropriate that a new ruler of rap culture is an outsider, is a foreigner. I have watched when guys that I looked at as when I was a teenager, I was like, oh, okay, they, official in hip hop, Sin has viewed this same as the same. We have constantly watched people and architects in the culture. The reason why I bring up Russell Simmons is very important. Russell Simmons, when he was looking to bite into the early upstart of the millennial digital wave culture, he had somebody on camera violating what was supposed to be Harriet Tubman and doubled down on it. And Russell Simmons was so arrogant in his dialogue about it, he didn't understand completely what the next generation was looking at. They're like, well, bro, you supposed to be the Def Jam nigga. Like, you the whole LL Cool J and all this other shit. So that's why you saw a lot of people like, well, maybe I just need to go get some money. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. Get money, no plan.
No plan, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, if you guys want to ask yourselves realistically, what is the fight about? To be honest with you, if we didn't have people to stand on business under Barack Obama, like what are we fighting?
People was acting like groupies.
Yeah, like, I mean, nobody wanted to hold the other biracial feet to fire. We actually got people that are holding Drake's feet to the flame a lot harder and more direct and sternly than Barack Obama. Because for Sin and I, we watched hip hop lose a spinal cord under Barack Obama.
My whole thing too is,
and I'm just using that as an example of where there is originally power. And I'm gonna let you go, Sin. I just want to say this because these guys right now, you're fighting for whatever's left. But when people had real power and equity in the game, people shushed other folks.
I'm also tired of the fake pro-blackness part. Is the part that's irritating me. Mm-hmm. I even see people who be lying like, oh, we supporting Jay-Z and so it's for blackness. And it's like, if that was the case, you would actually be supporting people who are on the grounds, boots on the ground. People like Billion.
Yeah, shouts out to Billion.
Also what Brandy King does. I'm tired of the lies. Like, you're putting chocolate faces within the empire, then saying somehow everybody should shut up, instead of actually putting into people who want to push for independence and push for policies that's going to help black people in these troublesome times. That's why I laugh at people when they be trying to call and be cute. Not the people who are industry. I already know y'all demons, so y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. It is what it is. But I do think that people don't have as much time as they think they are with being cute with what is going to come. Even, y'all about to see, even in politics, it's going to get worse. You might even see a body. But getting back to also what we're saying here with this whole situation in hip-hop, there is no real unity when it's created on quicksand and lies. There's no real unity there. And I do think a lot of people are actually trying to run up the money. Some people are running up the money in y'all pockets so they can escape. They go to some other country and all that. Wow. I'm going to tell you what hip-hop has turned into. It's turned into the black church. People started to put in money, believing in black rappers because of prosperity gospel. I remember back then people like, yo, I believe in Russell Simmons. They put everything in Russell Simmons.
Book, Just Do It.
Russell Simmons broke in Bali, hiding, so he don't be put in, so he don't have to go to prison. People put all their shit in Diddy. I even talked to industry people. They really thought that Diddy had a change of heart, that he was going to become woke because COVID happened and all this other shit. He in prison, might come out this year and the next year, but he got micro penis films out, porn, OnlyFans tapes. Then you see people putting their hope in Jay-Z. He's going to bring black people to the promised land. You see the story over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over and over and over again. And it keeps happening over and over
Right.
and over again.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, the reason why I just want to, the reason why I'm saying it, because what you're looking at, and she's right about this, guys. What y'all are looking at, and I'm gonna get to your statement, Dre. When you're looking at Drake and Jay-Z at the highest of the culture spectrum, right? This is all karma. You know, there's some people feeling like, you know, man, like when I look at Drake, because Drake represents everything that is, in a lot of ways, how capitalism does work. Same thing with Jay-Z. I think it's actually ironic that two of the biggest capital industrialists are getting into it with each other. And it clearly has to do with resources. Cultural real estate is a resource because these are means and vessels and vestiges that I can politic. But I can't have that if you're here too, politicking on top of my politics. So what Sid is saying is absolutely correct. That's why we're telling you guys, like, it's not what you think it is. It literally isn't.
And there's no popular entertainment that doesn't have entertainment in it. And that even includes us.
Yes.
I mean, we used to have a lot of times 3,000 people in the comment section and stuff like that, which easily we'll eventually get back to that. But we would have to stay on these type of topics and kind of put the medicine in there. There's no, and I mean no fucking political platform that is popular with no entertainment.
Yes.
The white boy Jimmy Dore is a fucking comedian.
Yes. Yeah.
The Young Turks used to blend entertainment with their shit when they was talking about Britney Spears coochie. You know? Kyle Kalinske, Joe Rogan. I don't think people are getting it.
It's all blended.
All the straight lace, real woke awake type of media that's very serious, like boots on the ground type of media. People, and I told you, this is what we call collective punishment. You're not innocent when you purposely ignore real ones, okay? Those media platforms that only get 30 views and they be live and nobody really watching, okay? You don't pick them. You don't watch them. Everything has a mixture of entertainment in it because that is what the audience fucking likes. And the greatest psychologists that are behind and the dark teachers that are with Live Nation, with UMG and all these other things, they all know it. They know that everybody's psyche is under the thumb of entertainment, and that is where the real control is, which is why they be cracking that whip on the back of artists very hard when you're talking about the corporate center and world. And remember this too. People be like, oh, I don't believe in astrology and all that stuff. Why does UMG has an astrologer? For people who, don't believe in it.
Yeah, they do.
And people was laughing about destiny swaps and all that.
All of the corporations have that.
Why does UMG have an astrologer?
Also, I'm going to put this on the screen so you guys can see this real quick. Because you do have who's the sister? I think her name is Tabitha Speaks, Wade Waters. Let me see who else. There are black people that do political coverage, and I think they do some pretty decent numbers. But a lot of people avoid it because after a while it can be very exhausting. Because especially for these times, some of the people, the news has not been improving. But to the point that we're both making here,
or with cop chases made
the
news popular.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then when you talk about Bill, what was the white boy on Fox News?
Which one? Bill O'Reilly.
It was all entertainment. Even news. Yeah, it was, most popular news was entertainment too.
So what you're looking at with Drake and Jay-Z, bit of an end of the line. in the same breath that you're seeing with Walt Disney, what they're struggling with, trying to get a grip on what do American culture want? Okay? And it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. I'm going to put this on the screen here because this is important. And again, Dwan B does a great job. He's an LA resident, so he goes into deeper coverage. We've happened to just known Billy and Brandy came for a minute now, like a really good minute. And they shared with us their story. Billion right now is looking to, he's going as an independent for the
55th district. Yeah.
55th district. Let me see if I can get that off the screen. Come on now, stop being slow. All right, so in this situation here, Billion has pretty much been talking about in his backyard how the California Black Caucus have pretty much been terrorizing the people of Lamar Park,
That's
Africa
not true,
Town.
Prince. How can black people who are from where we are
Right.
body snatch and sell us out?
Mm-hmm.
That can't be, bro. Man, come on.
Yeah. So he talks about some of the dirty foot tactics that have been going on with them, and I think I'm gonna play a little bit of this for y'all. Let's see if I can play it. Hold on here. If not, I'm gonna put the sound up this way so y'all can hear it.
Were we to do that, considering at that point most of the folks in the community did not know them? So when our campaign manager, Kevin Ward Price, reached out to her campaign manager and asked, what do you all bringing to the table? Her campaign manager instantly blew up, got irate, and initially they were on the phone, but at one point we realized the guy was standing not too far from where we were at. We were basically sitting in a car talking to him. So once we called him over to the car, he began to approach our campaign manager. Kevin's about 65. This cat is about 35 or so. Mm-hmm. And he was approaching him in a manner as though he wanted to fight. So one of our brothers hopped out of the car to basically intercept that energy. And the guy did tone it down for a minute, but then he got back. And finally, he and Kevin did get into a little verbal exchange. But for about a month after that, he and his candidate, Ashley Brown, were online basically trying to make it appear as though we were the ones trolling them. We were the ones stalking them, and we were the ones asking them to work with us. And we were the ones who disrespected them. So that went on for about a month. Then finally, we did have a candidate forum hosted by one of the local neighborhood councils. And even during that forum, because it was virtual, they were trolling us during the forum. So I did speak out during the forum against it. And then the following day, the forum took place on a Saturday. The following day, we had our weekly food giveaway, which we have had every Sunday for 10 years now. This campaign manager came to our food giveaway, brought his son.
My son. Give me a reason. Disrespect my son. Give me
See, he's trying to use the son as an excuse.
Give me a reason.
Trying to use your son.
Give me a reason.
And again, this was the third time he had come to our food giveaway, so he knew I was going to be there. He knew the hostility and tension between us, and he brought his son and initiated another conflict.
All right, sorry about that. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. All right, so there was a bit of a frozen situation that happened, man. So basically, Billion, that's the gentleman you guys see on the screen at the time. What he was doing, they were doing their food drive like they normally do in Africa Town. And what they had is that they sent a Skeletor nigga into the community. Now, apparently, J.C. Rowe was the guy you heard screaming, the light-skinned guy with the George Jefferson cut. All right? Now, he comes into their community, and he starts yelling, having fits, and all this other type of shit. And he talks about killing Billion. He talking about slicing him up. He comes back into their community with a sword, right? Now, they're saying the campaign management is for Ashley Brown, and also he had some ties to a 2020 situation with Tom Steyer, who's supposed to be running for governor of California, right? And, you know, we've known Brandy Kane and even Billion for a moment now, so they shared the story. So we just like, all right, you know, we're just going to put it out there and, you know, let our people at least be aware of what's going on. Yes, agent provocateur. Billion also 2 times has turned down grid money, GRID, the grid money that you guys know that Big U became prominent for. And there was some other allegations about what it doubled as well. But the second time he turned it down, he actually said gang members had came to shoot at him, or it looked like they were attempting to kill him. So, you know, boots on the ground, his life had been put on the line several times. The point that we're bringing up here with that, I want to put that on the screen for you all. Billion and that community's biggest fight, before we get into white racists and the people that are questioning how black people are, their biggest fight is actually the Democratic California Black Caucus.
Yeah, it's black gangs. It's also the Black Caucus, because there's no unity to fight off the other groups that are causing trouble. So before you get to fucking Blue Bloods, I mean, Brandy and Billion have already tried to compete with, you know, Eastern European white people and all that type of stuff.
When it was
they did have
the money.
A few black people who have money who chimed in and helped, but the political power wasn't there, so they got denied for the was it the mall.
Yeah.
Now this time around, they're trying to get the political power, and they need black people's help. And I'll just say this: this is the wisdom that I hope people pick up on. You don't give to givers. Don't cry when takers don't give shit back to you. And I'm going to say this again. There are a lot of givers out in the world.
Yes, there are.
They use a lot of their own essence and energy to give back freely to the world to help causes. Whether you'll see people who are spending their whole life trying to help their people from Gaza to be free. People who spend their whole life dedicating for black people to be free. So on and so forth, right? You don't give back to people who give back to you. You don't get shit. It's really that simple. Not everybody on the wheel actually gives back. There are a lot of people who just take. And then you act surprised when it don't come back to you. You have to give to people who are givers if you want things to be self-sustaining. There's no self-sustaining if you give back, if you only give to takers because they entertain you. Yeah. Like, come on, there's no logic there, no common sense there just to give to takers. And then you be like, man, this ain't going right. Give to givers and you will see things bloom in your community. It's really that simple.
So, and I think there's an ego design there, because if you get into Takers Club, one of the things that takers usually provide and great points in is the illusion of classism. That's when we get into that dark psychology. Okay, usually people that are part of a giving club, it don't come with the Donald Trump energy. It doesn't come with it doesn't come with the Joe Biden energy, the classism, the uppityness, right? And there's some people that egotistically they want to buy into that stuff. So the reason why I'm bringing this up with Billion and them is that their biggest hurdle they're having to get over is actually other black folks. There's karma in that. It's kind of like what took place with Patrice Lumumba in Congo. They riled a lot of people up. They put the brother Patrice Lumumba in a gallon of acid, and that was the end of that. And ever now, since then, Congo, you've seen what has been going on ever since Lumumba's death, right?
You got children in coal mines and all this other stuff, dying. I mean, like your sellout actions. Your sellout actions have fucking consequences, and it's not a situation where a sellout only harms themselves. No, millions of people die for every fucking sellout that have been in a position of power.
Yes.
In a very important moment. Yeah. And what people are trying to lie about with this Drake and Jay-Z thing, they're trying to say this is that moment. It's not.
No.
You got the younger Jigga and you got Jay-Z. Sorry. Jay-Z, Rock Nation already tied to Live Nation, so you can't try to say that this is a very important moment of our lives. No, it's not.
No. What you're dealing with right now is a result of several consequences from several actions.
But billionaires and other movements that are happening right now, which are those very important moments that you should probably be paying attention to right now.
No, and that's the point. That's the point. Like, even what Billion talked about when he talked about radio.
Shout out to Tavis Smiley. He's been doing a great job.
Yeah, but he said, look, a lot of radio, except for Miss Toy, he said, and some other people.
And Tavis as well, yeah.
Tavis Smiley. What's going on with all of that? And, shouts out to, again, Dwan B. This is his backyard. This is stomping ground. So every day he's going live, he's addressing it. But look, y'all, hip hop media has been trashed for a minute. Like, I don't know what niggas want. Like,
what these niggas want from
like
it was Tasha.
Yeah, niggas actually get on my nerve with like, oh, I'm going to compete with you in hip hop media. Nigga, it's been trash. Go do your own shit. There is no competition. It's trash. Go get your ads, put your hot topic subject on top of your thumbnail in your video, and go make your money, get your super chats, move on. There's no camaraderie there. Because it's more important. Look, it's a more important conversation. Even look what, what's been going on with the council members in LA. It's not just them. Right? It's not anything exclusively special what's going on in LA. It's happening in Atlanta. It's happened in Detroit.
Olympics.
Yeah, Kwame Kilpatrick hurt black people.
He did. Also,
his sloppy actions hurt black people of Detroit.
He harmed Detroit. And then what's the one who's smoking the crack?
It slips my name, the DC nigga.
Yeah, but it's like, look, I know we got a big heart, but like, but then it's like, do you have a big heart? Because why is your big heart ain't big hearting for the people who spend their entire existence actually helping the community?
Right.
Why your big heart is only to Diddy? Yeah. Why the big heart is going to Al Sharpton? Yeah. All this big heart and woe is all these people.
Yeah, it's happening in Memphis as well.
Where's any of the big heart for the people on the ground doing the work?
That's why you better understand. Sit down, we'll talk about this stuff. We'll have fun, but we're not delusional about anything. Y'all, we watched the Carter administration under the Obama administration. We had a Pony and Pageant show in hip hop for a long time. It's only right for the two high-ranking pageant makers, Drake and Jay-Z, to get into it. Because there's nothing else left.
And also, just to say one more thing, because we're going to be wrapping up soon. Next time, we're going to be live tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll have call-ins for the 8 a.m. Show.
Oh, thank you, Marion Barry. That was his name. Marion Barry. Yes, absolutely.
We're not perfect. We understand people can fall. And I'm about to give a Lord of the Rings reference. What's the character who got shot up with all the arrows in the back?
You got to go to the chat for that one. I know who you're talking about, though.
I might look it up.
All right.
He was flawed. He made a mistake that he got in Frodo in their way a little bit. But he had redemption. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I fucked up in a moment, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to look out for these hobbits. And he got 10 arrows in the back and he died. The thing about the whole big heart thing, you're not even allowing people to fucking grow and have a redemption arc on some Samson shit when they come back and do the right thing because too much ball licking. When you do that, you're stopping someone from growing. You should bring up the fact that somebody has enormous hypocrisies that could harm their own community. It's okay to bring that up. You want to know why? Because there's a chance that person might start to do the right thing if you stop being a fucking groupie. And I also remember somebody said with the whole, thought crimes, will send your rant with UMG is a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite, and it's, hypocritical and all that. I'm like, bro, we talked about UMG during the battle and said I don't care about what teams people play for. I'm still not going to be for UMG. We talked about UMG in 2023 before the newcomers on our channel came in 2024. Of course, all of us have hypocrisies to a certain extent, but don't try to throw a hypocrisy card because you rock with Drake or Kendrick or somebody or Jay-Z or whatever. No. The simple fact is, if you want people to do the right thing at the right moment for important topics, then you probably shouldn't be being a groupie to them when you know they're head of companies or different things like that that's destroying your neighborhoods, whether you love their music or not.
Yeah. Look, and I just want to say, like, realistically, folks, this is a karmic situation. All right? There was a lot of political power that was intentionally avoided, like Billion and Brandy Kane are saying. Billion said something interesting. He said most of the mainstream artists, they're not really speaking on these issues. And he said, and a lot of times they go and endorse candidates that further help gentrify the community. And at some point in time, like he gave an example with District 9, he said it's the first time in 60 years, which was one of the original black spaces. He says it's the first time in 60 years that there are no black candidates for that particular district. And again, you're seeing this take place kind of everywhere. And I think Jay-Z's angling is definitely going to be a bit of a struggle for him. Wack is talking about the lyrics and all that type of stuff, and I'm like, Wack, it don't matter. You have Blueface, so like lyrics that's out the window, right? What you're witnessing right now, and there is a front, and let me tell you what's going on with Jay-Z. There is a natural muscle memory that a lot of people are having with Jay-Z. You know what their muscle memory is? Hey, man, he convinces us to believe, he reminds us he's a hustler. Convinces us to believe, reminds us he's a hustler. So for millennials, for us, it was be your own CEO. You get it to, you become president of the company, this, that, and third. And then it became about, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. And all of the Gary Vaynerchuk culture and the hustle culture, hustlenomics. Then I'm doing business, the Barclays Stadium, and then you had the NFL, and there was like these grand artistic campaigns. It was Kingdom Come to Barclays. It was Def Jam. Yeah, that's all tied into that, right?
Tied into that, and that's important because for all the people who talking about saviors of hip hop, it would have been nice for, and not to say all the blame was on Jay-Z, it wasn't, but it would have been nice for people to look out after LL Cool J and DMX and all that other stuff. Like, do you think that was good for hip hop for people who were legends in the game to get fucked over by Def Jam? And even though they thought Jay-Z was going to be their guy, and it didn't happen, I don't think that's good for hip hop either, right?
Yeah. So what you saw around that time, I know you're right, great points. But what they were able to do around that time is that you can sell out your culture and hip hop and look good in the process. But it's one nigga looking good. And that's cool, but I never really bought into a lot of that. I just said, all right, it's cool, whatever. And then you had from Seat at the Table, Lemonade, 444, and then the Carter, and then it leads you up to the NFL with Pass Kneeling, right?
Great album, by the way, but but they were they still
they were all wonderful bodies of art.
And then it went to we passed Kneeling, bro.
Right. The millennials they got behind Black Lives Matter.
Then they're gonna get duped with the fro.
Yeah, millennials got behind Black Lives Matter. Let's just be real here, right? Let's fuck all the lyric shit, all right? Because that don't matter. It just doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with
Cardi's doing very well over there, Rock Nation. She don't give good lyrics.
Right. Cardi B.
But
right?
no, you saying what is interesting about Jay-Z? He warmed the car up again.
Right.
He saw the pro, so they're like, oh shit, Black. We about to get back to the cookout.
Right, but millennials are in a different position right now. He's running against a millennial, which is Drake. We have a millennial vice president, right? So there's a different connotation to this generational shift here. So what you have is
crooked.
Yeah, so she's right. So what you have here is you had Black Lives Matter, right? Millennials, a lot of them got out there. Some of them got killed. Some of us got out of here. Darren Seals and the 6 other individuals that died in Ferguson as well, right? Then you had everybody's the Black Love Tour. Then that brought us up, okay, everybody say, all right, then let's punch the NFL in the face, right? They do it. We're past kneeling. Let's hurry up and get past this. I think, all right, we did all that. Let's get past this, right?
Let's get past this black shit.
Right.
It's back to corporate.
Right.
I'm corporate, man. I'm a business, man. Let me handle my business. Damn.
Right. Now, the reason why I'm telling you all, that is already going to nail 2 of Jay-Z's limbs to the cross culturally.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with Jay-Z defending his family on the Roots picnic. We talking about the black, then back to corporate, then the black, then back to corporate.
Right. That's what we're focusing on. And again, even with that, you see what the argument is, good for the goose, good for the gander. Is like some people say, hey, bro got called a pedophile for 2 years. And then they telling Jay-Z, nigga, you couldn't handle it for 9 months. So that's why I said Sim brought it up earlier on the previous stream. We broke this down. There's some mirroring dynamics to Jay-Z and Drake. There's literally mirroring dynamics going on there. But what I am telling you all, outside of bread and circus, the culture is tired. The culture is tired. And it was tired when niggas had Obama on the celly. You can't get no more aspirational than having the first black American sitting president and the first black American Chicagoan first lady, and nothing comes out of the administration that got elected twice. It don't get no more manifest destiny than that for black America. After that, it's kind of been like the blues. So I personally feel Jay-Z can defend his family. That's what he's supposed to do. But the afro, missing the black pick, with the black power fist glove, it's kind of giving a little bit of LeBron James energy right now in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? And so now you have all of the academics, the streamers, you got the Drakes, you got the other niggas that are behind Drake, and they've been trained on the Jay-Z blueprint.
Well, to add to that too,
just to say, and I'll say this, I want to hear what you have to say on this. The last part is this. Remember, Big Bang Hove, before the unification, told the culture to Nas, you trying to kick knowledge, get the fuck out of here. So it was only appropriate that Drake karmically gave Jay-Z the same response. I'll take the 500,000K. I can never learn shit from none of y'all.
And this is very important also to say what you say, Chill. It doesn't matter if whoever is the wrong messenger. People are tired of fake pro-blackness because it creates the academics and all that shit. People got to stop ignoring their effect on people. When you have masses of people who really believe in being pro-black, but the people who are presenting it are fake, that creates a negative vacuum because they're not real. So you know how many, if someone joins a club, they're like, yo, I believe in the principles of that club, and then they see it's all bullshit, and it happens over and over and over and over again, it's going to create resentment. Yeah. And then there's going to be people who be like, yo, man, fuck that pro-black shit.
It's happened before
that
in
shit
hip-hop.
ain't putting money on my table and all that. But they're saying that not just because of the money. They're saying it because a lot of people in mainstream media who've been talking about pro-blackness have always went back to corporate. Yeah, I'm pro-black, but I'm down with UMG. Yeah, I'm pro-black, but I'm fucking with Live Nation. Yeah, I'm pro-black, but I'm this white guy is good who said the N-word. This white guy is bad who counted N-words. This white people, they're good who said replace the N-word with this particular name. You just keep washing the same dirty table because then people look at you and they see you don't have no values. In order for a soul to switch back or have the possibility to switch back to being on the right path is that they have to see someone be actually real about their fucking principles and not have people every fucking day keep lying about it. Because I see some of the people who are black who even switched over to the MAGA shit or that other dark dementia shit. They did it because they saw that the niggas who was pretending to be pro-black was doing it in the shadows. Right. So just like when we had Dr. Scott on our show, he over there sitting right there with Trump. He said 90% of black Hollywood was over there begging for shit from Trump.
Yes.
Including allegedly LeBron James, right? Mr. I Can't Breathe. And I'll say allegedly because I can't confirm it myself. This is just an interview you had with Dr. Scott a long time ago. And he said, yeah, all of them were doing it. Then he said some people, they were going for the Trump and be like, I'm just a poor black nigga. Can you please give me some money, Trump? Yeah. Some niggas in rap saying that corny shit. Yeah. So a lot of the people, we would have already had a powerful movement if people can stop at least lying. Just say you corporate. Stop putting on the pro-black shit if you're not about that because you're confusing people. Just be a corporate person. Just be, yo, I'm a gangster. Just be, yo, I'm about my money and bread. So then people could be like, oh, okay, that's what you're about. There's no false advertisement there. But don't go out there constantly talking about Fred Hampton principles, but you don't have Fred Hampton actions.
Well, the other side of it
that's
is
important.
Yeah, I mean, but they can't do corporate, Sam. Because that's not the language of the general public, and you're right about those things. But it's important. I need to connect with you. What did Hitler say? To move the mob, you must become the mob. You get what I'm saying? And we appreciate you, Aquila. Yeah, saying no, it's telling the truth. But now you guys see like what our approach is to all of this. I think Drake next to Eminem is one of the greatest karma for corporate niggas in hip hop. And I know people, they're gonna be like, oh man, nigga, you riding? I ain't riding for nothing. What I am saying is, Billy and Godson, we've had people that reached out to us about what was going on in Houston and Dallas, and you know, Center, we one media company. All right.
For years, New Detroit, Detroit.
Niggas Vu, New Era Detroit. Shouts out to the brother, the 300. The reason why I'm bringing this up,
black people who came to visit us from
how are y'all
Missouri, Ferguson, who was talking about, you know, black people, you know, being lynched and stuff. We've ran into a lot of really good people, and they don't get no funding.
How do you all think about this? You know why Drake is such a grand, beautifully packaged karma for the industry? First of all, y'all done spent 50 years saying black women were ugly. All right. Y'all sided with white folks. You heard Jimmy Iovine, what Don Richards said. Jimmy Iovine told Diddy that Dirty Money was two ugly black women. Right?
She did. Yes, she did say that.
Right? Kodak Black said, what would I want with a black woman that looked like me?
Black bitches. They ugly, man.
Yeah, they ugly.
They got them dark bitches. I don't need no one dark like me.
And now we got a lot of those same colorist niggas complaining about a beige nigga running the game. Just like Eminem was running the game. People can say what they want to say. They did, oh man, y'all talking about because the Great White Hope. I said, hold on now.
A lot of people still cool with Eminem.
A lot of y'all wanted white girls in the videos. And now,
black chicks are bums. Black chicks are bums.
So y'all got a white king because y'all love snow bunnies and y'all love the snowmen.
They forgave Eminem.
Right? They love the white boys, right? Now y'all got a mixed, biracial or racially ambiguous looking brother running the game. This is the karma that a lot of corporate rap niggas worked hard for. I don't understand what are we trying to figure out here? Because if the karma was more upright and direct, you would have Baby Dead Prez going platinum. They've gone platinum before.
Their music was popular, so what's the problem?
What was the problem?
They keep trying to say
everybody keep moving the goalposts. It's about culture when convenient.
Exactly. Mickey Howard already told you what it is. Wait, hold on. Now you making me sit back down.
It's just a ram rap. That's what I do, sin.
Diddy is a 4C, chocolate, dark skin, black man.
Yes.
From America. Mickey Howard, a legend in the game, beautiful black woman.
Yes.
Said to all of you that black legends got kicked out of the game because the white people preferred Diddy.
They said they got kicked. She said they got kicked out. They didn't artistically fall off. They got blacklisted.
After making Atlantic Records so much money, she said they got kicked out. And we already know this because Prince and I know the history of the music industry about the gangs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey.
They want artists who are going to have vices, and it's not to say legends didn't have theirs, but the whole point is when you got somebody, a gatekeeper like Diddy, that's completely different from having someone who is a mentor musically, like what we talk about with James Brown or what we talk about with Lil Richard. We talk about, Jimi Hendrix was able to work with both. Miles Davis talk about in the jazz clubs and stuff like that. They took him under his wing and he could go, perform. Yes. We're not talking about this. You're talking about pimps. Yeah. That's what Mickey Howard said out of her whole mouth. And also in hip hop media, are there a lot of people talking about what Mickey Howard said? That's why I'm saying pro-black when convenient. You can miss me with that bullshit. Because if you try to sell me that shit and I know you being a fucking deviant, you could go kick fucking rocks and Prince and I could just go have fun and enjoy everything by just breaking down this hip-hop stuff in only a fun manner and comedy and leave it there. But don't try to sell me no pro-black shit when I know you're fucking lying. Because a lot of these hip-hop media platforms, they do not tackle the big obstacle that's blaringly there in everybody's face, and it's not just no Drake shit. The real big issue, UMG, Live Nation, talk about what Mickey Howard is talking about. Talk about what Atlanta Records is doing right now with K-pop. Talk about that shit. Talk about what Tommy Dorfman is talking about with Live Nation. If you're not, you're just only doing bread and circus because you want the audience to be fucking stupid so you could take their fucking money.
That's it. That's all it is. And keep in mind that Atlantic Records right now is going through a hailstorm. Okay, Cardi B got to wait 7 years in between releasing an album. Ladies and gentlemen, they put the gun to the back of Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey's neck for less. All right, so the reason why there's so much, I have dark comedy with this shit because that's not what the story is. There's shit that has gone on between all of these people you see on the screen behind the scenes that the general public doesn't know. And who you think are the villains and heroes is not the truth. But that's saved for the Patreon streams and the other shit. But no, where we are today, even if we're talking about, you get behind the scenes and you think you're talking to some people that you're like, hey, man, come on, sing. Come on, they black like us, man. They did a lot of wonderful things. We get on the phone, we talk to them, we meet with them, and they be like, yeah, man, y'all kind of be on that black shit, though. I'm like, what's black shit? What you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's like sometimes, dot.
We experience that in East Coast and West Coast media.
Yeah, I'm like, but, bro, don't you got like a classic pro-black album?
They do.
Right? It's niggas that got classic albums that are very black. So, look, I get it.
Be on the phone with us, man. Fuck all that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they say. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, we literally had a lot of people in hip hop, a lot of Gen Xers in hip hop and older than that, on the phone with them, they was talking about what white person they know that can help them, a white exec.
Mm-hmm.
They were very focused on white approval. They were also passing hip hop content through white people to see if it can get approved.
Right.
In West Coast media, in hip hop,
yeah,
and in East Coast media, in hip hop.
Or they'll say, we can take what they're saying, but if we put a white girl or a white boy here, it can generate more money. We can get some ads.
Oh, like when Complex had that controversy when they called Joe Budden,
Yes,
the N-word.
him in academics. Don't
Called-
forget,
they said they
the
can't-
little tourist got called it too.
They said 2 N's can't sell no advertisement.
That's how they feel about you, folks. That's why I told you guys at the beginning, be careful, because Drake's makeup, what's going to happen, the people are going to go back in the room, they're going to hit Lucien across the head. Boy, is you dumb. This nigga then sold 1 million. This half nigga then sold 1 million, damn near close to 1 million units in 2 weeks. Now,
But he's also the greatest enemy.
listen.
According to these people, he's the greatest enemy while still working with people who are literally a part of their blueprint is to completely annihilate the independent scene and take over it 100%. And your black legends are dying. You ignore Angie Stone when she said she thought someone is after her. People are after her. And she said, UMG screwed me over. George Clinton right now saying, UMG, they're screwing me over. You have Atlantic
Salt and
Records.
pepper.
Mickey Howard saying they're screwing me over. And it's like,
It goes on. Yeah, it does.
right. And people just breezing through.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is Drake can be that. He would be your biggest threat if you're riding for Jay-Z. Jay-Z would be the biggest threat to you if you're riding for Drake. People do play dirty industry games with each other. Right?
S said who is doing it, according to Mickey Howard, is whites, Jews, and Diddy. Diddy is the one who is going to take the job to keep the other niggas in line. That's the problem. How about nobody takes that position and do the right thing by their people? How about that?
All right. Yeah, and you're right about this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You can put pictures up all day. We've been putting pictures up all day. Niggas ain't going to do shit about it. We don't even need to ask the question because ain't nothing going to happen. If another black nigga or half black nigga that I feel threatens my position and they die in a plane crash or they get shot in Las Vegas, all right? Oh, man, we was cool, man. All right. Anyway, that's the game. That's the industry, folks. All of this stuff, this is a long wrap-up session.
And also,
right?
you can don't waste our time talking about our hypocrisy because we was talking about Angie Stone throughout 2024, even on our Patreon. We did not stop because of the Drake and Kendrick battle.
Well,
we did not stop criticizing UMG because of the Kendrick and Drake battle. Because I've seen people try to bring that up as a talking point. I'm like, what are you talking about? Actually, it shows you that you're part of the problem. You're only looking at our battle conversations. You're not looking at our podcasts or our live shows on Angie Stone. You're not looking at our podcasts or our live shows on things that are not just about hip-hop competition.
Well, again, and it doesn't matter. Like I told you, there's nothing. I have nothing no more to prove to you than Jay-Z or Drake. Okay? You get my fucking point. That's my fucking point. Nigga, I have nothing to prove to you no more than Jay-Z or Drake. All right? If a nigga can wear a Kaepernick jersey and turn around and do business with the same company that blackballed that half nigga, I have nothing to prove. I'm free. Hair free, carefree. What's free? That's why I'm very comfortable in my conversations with the public. All right. So with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing a continuing long-standing power struggle, and it's the generational shift. Okay? LeBron James, as it stands right now, there is literally no way on earth that he can make it back up with Drake. So he's throwing up a diamond symbol that we haven't seen him throw up in 10 years, damn near. Because you're on the out with the other power hub.
Well, people forget that LeBron was, for a long time, LeBron was connected to Diddy and Jay-Z. Yeah. Even when he first came into the NBA. So it was something that Drake wasn't ever going to be able to compete with. We told people that also in 2024 when people were saying, "Oh, it was because of Kendrick that LeBron." I said,
no, it's because of Jay-Z.
LeBron is a part of a alleged order, let's just say, with Jay-Z. That they cool with each other, been cool for a really long time. Jay-Z has been a mentor to LeBron, someone that LeBron has always looked up to. It's just they always been connected in a lot of ways. So he was always going to choose Jay-Z in Rock Nation.
Yeah, so let's just be real about it, you know. And I get it, you know, people want to have fun and they do this, and that's fine. But there's nothing pro-blackish about this argument with Drake and Jay-Z. We're telling you that. We're definitely. I'm telling you that for 100% fact. You would have seen more valuable and powerful policies come out of the Obama administration. That was the last time Black Hollywood had that level of access. And there are a lot of people out of Black Hollywood, including the entertainment music industry, that spent most of their time diverting real issues. Just like what we're seeing with the Black California Caucus in LA and the Black council members in Los Angeles, of what they're doing with people like Billy and Godson and Chef Marilyn, and shouts out to Dewan B and his family that was able to assist her, that sister in that as well. And it's not just LA. We're just highlighting that because we've spoken to those people. You see them in the chat routinely. But
Brandy said Jay is now Absol.
Shouts out to Bree K, man. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's cool to have fun. I think the jokes can be had, but you know, to the point that we said earlier, y'all not tired of like the kind of like the pro-black roller coaster, like for millennials?
Ain't you tired?
Yeah, that's what I said. Y'all done seen it with. Think about it. Y'all seen it with Obama. Y'all seen it with Pastel and Kaepernick. You've seen it with Barclays, and it's not just Jay. There's other rappers. Hey, Pharrell told y'all the new black for the art niggas, because there's a lot of art black people that just don't want to have to think about race. They really like, yo, I just want to make my art, and he said, hey, you can just be the new black. So, you know, I personally, y'all can do what y'all want to do. I personally would not look at this battle as anything having to do with blackness.
In fact, most of our commentary is going to be people calling in. We're going to be talking about the mafia involved on both sides. Whack 100 is talking about it appropriately. That's how it's supposed to be talked about.
Nephew, we got the tapes.
Which mafia goon, which mafia king you think is going to win it all?
Drake, Drake don't know. That's an anaconda that he don't wanna deal with.
And we're gonna have people call in to state their case of why they feel their mafia, the face of their mafia set, should win it all.
They got Top Dog. They got Top 5 on tape. Nephew, he don't want to do it, nephew. I'm telling you.
Power guns. Nah. But yes, that's really what this is going to be about. I mean, and if you don't believe how dirty the tactics are, come on, the freestyle drops, and then the Diddy tape with Daphne Joy in there drops the same night. But that should tell you guys something. One thing that tape showed you outside of that thing that was going on, it does tell you guys 100% that there are tapes.
More tapes are coming.
Told y'all about it.
We told you even in 2017. Was it 2017 or 18?
Both.
Whatever.
It was both.
It was both, right. Now y'all see why we talk to industry people, but why we don't go over there. You see this shit? You got niggas talking about who slutted out who women more. Yo, man, TDE Kemp slutted out one of Drake's exes that he was in love with. Oh, wait a minute. 50 Cent baby mama getting slutted out on tapes. Now, remember, in the hip-hop game, which also it happens in with the white and Jewish people, too. Y'all saw the Epstein files, so it's no difference. But in hip-hop, all the people who pretend to be feminists and for women and women's rights, they all are playing bets on who can slut out somebody girls the most, who can undercut their frenemy the most by digging in their girl backside, all this other childish, goofy, boring shit. But it's the culture.
Yes.
Now, even though we have our criticisms even for Kendrick, I will say the Heart Part 5 is a great way to summarize it musically. Like, wait, what he said, when your homie fucking your girl when you in the yard and shit, in prison, all that. That's culture. That's why I said don't be fucking hypocrites now, because I like that song because Kendrick was telling the truth in that song. It is a part of the culture, all this fake shit.
Yeah.
Then
he said hurt people, and quit calling it culture and all this other stuff.
Then fast forward to 2026 and y'all acting like y'all have amnesia, like there's nothing fucking wrong with hip hop just because y'all get some good albums that are still owned by the fucking system. Don't play no games. Come on now.
Yeah, but you guys can have fun. I mean, but I'm telling you guys right now, I wouldn't step in the pro-black shit because we would have on larger hip hop platforms, the Billion story, what's been going on in Africa Town, the gentrification, even what's been taking place in Atlanta. I mean, look, we got to be real. Like,
Heart Part 5 is a good ass fucking song.
hip hop has turned into the Hunger Games. The politicians from the Hunger Games. You get what I'm saying? And
it has.
Yeah, and at points in time, people do conveniently try to weaponize blackness, but I do think it's interesting for even just looking at it with Jay-Z, and I'm gonna leave it on this part here. When Jay-Z came out in 2016, that's why I kind of made the joke like, oh, it's not 2016. I'm not saying like the rhyme schemes are like he can't rap anymore. No, I'm saying what's happening right now. Jay-Z used to come out and there was a rich hip-hop culture. Hip-hop at the top is looking like The Walking Dead. So, like, what are you going to jumpstart? And you kind of, I don't know. It's very interesting to see because I also think a lot of these people still don't understand social media. And you can't say people that have free countering opinions, you can't even group them under smear campaigns. Because that's a ruse too. I've seen a lot of people that have different opinions getting lumped in under the term smear campaigns.
Or if they're speaking factual, Jared Kushner does have a good relationship with Desiree Perez, and Desiree Perez does have a good relationship with the Trump family. I don't know if she still does, but she had a great relationship with them. People like, so what is a smear campaign about that? Or what is a smear campaign if they say Drake has done things that was inappropriate, like Extentacion when it came to his song? Or what is the thing where Drakeo the Ruler's father come out and he said, no, I wasn't contacted or my family when it came to Kendrick on GNX and a lot of the stuff that people claim is a tribute to Drakeo the Ruler, but his father and his family don't view it that way. So, I mean, like, people can play all these games all they want, but at the end of the day, there is no consistency, and you can't just say something's a smear campaign because somebody's talking about
what happened.
Yeah. What happened.
Yeah, it's about what happened. That's where we get into the doublespeak culture. That's where we get into 1984, where history is always reinvented. There's nothing stable there.
We don't play no bodyguard for any information that happens to be true about somebody. If it's just true, it's true. Now, you could say, okay, well, somebody's not doing that now, or maybe there's just miscommunication with the family. Maybe certain things just went away with certain people. I mean, Prince and I don't pretend to be there because we're not there. But when it comes to these conversations, not every single thing is a smear campaign unless somebody's like talking about the same shit every fucking day.
Yeah,
you know, non-stop.
Well, I mean, there's going to be new shit too. That's another thing about it. So, you know, you guys are going to continue to see that. But what you're seeing though is that whole capitalistic industrial. You know, people make money. I'm not one of these people like, oh man, get rid of all of the capital. I'm not one of those guys. But I'm saying for the better part in our lifetime, hip hop has been represented by financial elitists. Lehman Brother energy, Enron energy. Okay? So, as you guys see what's been going on with the Strait of Hormuz, you know, they're saying in June and July, you're going to be seeing outside of California possibly up to $10 a gallon. And there's a Gilded Age era that's been tied to all of this as well, which is people are calling it the Gilded Age 2.0.
Remember, also check out our Patreon where we've been talking about inflation as well.
Right.
And also some of our old videos.
Absolutely. So look, I get it, you know, and I see a lot of people that are just genuinely having fun because they're like, yeah, fuck it, man, I gotta go back to work tomorrow, or I'm at work right now. That's perfectly fine. But you know, what Senator I just saying, you know, to to be a nervine for you all. Consider thought crimes a nervine for us to say, like, please do not have another Kaepernick moment when people were protesting the NFL in this situation, because you're going to be disappointed.
Remember when people got mad at us because people was like, the greatest issue of our time, we got boycott Drake.
No.
We got boycott Iceman. I said,
no, Shawty. That
please, that's a waste of people energy and time.
No, it seems like they're boycotting. I'm going to tell you something. The culture has boycotted real issues like bullying. What we've seen still going on in Flint, Michigan. You literally have people that they have multi-generational issues with their genetics now. You know, people have kidney and liver damage permanently. So, I mean, one thing, that's why I said hip-hop has been, at least in our lifetime as millennials, it's been represented by the financial elite. And, you know, we got somebody in office, hey, they're like, hey, man, this is going to be the Gilded Age 2.0. And a lot of those financial elitists, black ones in hip-hop, they haven't been able to make the cut. You know, and we'll see where it goes. But, no, I just think, to some degree, what's been going on with Jay-Z and some of his subsidiaries, those jobs are now being outsourced to Canada. I know. I'm joking. No, I'm not. So, and South Korea. Great point, Sid. South Korea. All right. Now, I'm going to continue, and Sid and I are going to continue to review wonderful bodies of work by a lot of great artists. You know, we threw up a video not too long ago. We talked about Kenny Mason, Suave, and Jid as well. I don't know what is people's thing with Jid too. I'm like, the nigga can rap. They're like, no man, his time passed. I said, look at you black niggas being ageist, right? I think Jid is going to continue to grow into a very defining artist. But on the artistic side of the game, I think, you know, you should keep it there. But if you want to have fun and joke about a lot of this shit, look, Cindy and I, we have no problem. Y'all know we always going to keep telling our jokes and having fun. Because at the end of the day, it's all funny, right? Probably not for Jay-Z and Drake as much. Because, you know, apparently they really trying to pick each other up out of the lane. All right, let's see here. Mel says Jay-Z versus Drake is like Spider-Man versus Spider-Woman. You guys are still having fun. South Korea was my first duty station, Sin. Afterlife says. Artist Life says. Rob said, so Rob, you a veteran. Did y'all know Jim Jones' nephew is a veteran? Bullet! All right. Also, yeah, I mean, we did post it. We did have a chance to check out the Sauce Walker phone call. So, you know, people was like, wait, bro, what? Hit teams? We said, ladies and gentlemen, people got teams. They got knockoff teams in the industry, too. All right. Another reason why I stay away from industry people is because of that, too. Yeah. They got black cars to kill people. Yeah, they got them black car killers, y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck what you offering. Yeah. Y'all be trying to kill people. Shit, boy. I don't like your haircut. Black card killer, come here. Get this fool. Man, they tried to rob me. You know what Ghost, listen to this one said before we get out of here. Ghost says Jay-Z and Drake are fighting over the big piece of chicken. You know, I'm going to give you a round of applause on that one. Go ahead, Sid. Yeah, that's a good one right there. They are fighting over the big piece of chicken. Hamdulillah. All right, the butler said you mean. That ain't mafia. They just servers. Jay-Z had to perform for Tom Brady. You said just a house nigga, Boule Mason, may be on his way to replace Farrakhan Masonic role. Ooh. Bro. Jack, why you have me read that comment? I have no issues with the FOI. Jack, you go tell your master you set me up. Stop trying to get us hit up by the FOI hitters. We actually got a lot of brothers, the Muhammad brothers, a lot of them. You know how they are saying? Yeah.
When we had our Farrakhan jokes, they said, brother, that's funny and all.
Yeah.
But you will respect the honorable.
Oh, yeah, the brother, he said, yeah, when I was doing the Farrakhan impersonation. Now that I thought about it, the Farrakhan impression, to be clear. I don't think I ever seen anybody do that. But, yeah, we had one Muslim brother, I think you and Sister Sin, Queen Sin, you guys are entertaining. But that will be the last time you mock the Honorable Farrakhan. I don't see Jay-Z fulfilling that role of Farrakhan. I actually think after Farrakhan, that probably be the last of that bohemian type of black power hub, right? Yeah.
Oh, maybe she's saying replace it in like the corporate sense because like
the
tech and all that.
Okay, I can see that. Are you saying in the corporate sense, Jack? Jack, you was trying to get us hit up by the fruit. Some of them like, brother, sister, when y'all touch down back in Chicago, we have you all's back. We just need you to come speak to some children. All right, let's see here. Drake has trolled Rihanna for years because she rejected him. Shouts out to Quinna. Or is that Quinna? All right, yeah. Okay, I listen. Drake and Rihanna, that's their situation, but I get what you're saying, though. I mean, we do hear the records, Let's see here. What else y'all got? Anything else? Again, if you guys happen to be out there, support Billy and Godson and, support Dwan B as well. He's constantly breaking a lot of those things down because it's his backyard. So y'all check that brother out as well. He does a wonderful job. It is Black Music Month, too, by the way. So, yes, absolutely. All right. Anything else? Let me see what y'all got. Tell me what you got, little niggas. Hands up and ask. Dre, Kendrick. Okay, what else y'all got? Jay is getting into the Clarence Avant space. I think that's what was the issue between him and Puffy. You know what? You and I, we said, and you guys don't take this literally, but Sid and I said, there's two twin black dragons of hip-hop. There's a possibility of one betraying the other. And this is before 2024. We said it in 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, and 18. All right? Yeah, get your hands out of my pocket. All right, let me see. Please tell me y'all are keeping this up. Yes. Oh, yeah. No. We don't. We don't really do that for these. But I thought, isn't Jid off Dream Real? No. He's not. I think they probably made a. You know what? After Cole probably saw that tweet saying, he probably like, yeah, man, we're gonna release that album together. All right.
We need a God's plan. Whole dead outro. Come on, Jigga.
Sid walking around the studio, then got off the mic. She said, we need a. Okay, let me go ahead. Well, you got to, I need you to be in the background as a sample. You know God did. No, you don't have to do God did. Just do Hove did.
Hove did. I show you what that white does when it goes up in your nose, kid. Ain't nowhere else place to go, kid. Oskino. We already know Oskino. What can I say? The nigga stuttering, doubling down on the lies of me, my life, and my wives. And when I say wives, I'm saying more than one because I feel like I'm marrying niggas in the game. I feel like I'm marrying niggas in... Let me not get into that. Let me back it up for 1 second. I'm all loaded up. But no, nigga, this ain't loaded Lux. I smacked niggas. I tell you again, I'll smack niggas. Let me hear it in the back. Don DeMarco. Niggas talking about my Afro top. But let's talk about 50's baby mama, Daphne Joy, giving Micro Peen some top. I'm gonna run that back one more time. Maybe I'm gonna rework it. You heard it. You know how the verb slick, the word slick. Talk to these niggas. I'm going to talk to these niggas. But that is if Drake was actually a nigga. Bird with the braids in his head. I sent the little nigga Kenny to knock you off your bed. Yeah, cry baby, lie baby. How many babies, nigga? This is Jigga. Mention my name, you're gonna have to remove the B. I'll say it again on the Sag Moon because y'all niggas know I'm a Sag, I brag. Sometimes on thought crime, the internet lags. Two dumb, dusty niggas running their mouth. One from the south, one from the east. But I'll pass the bleaky to beans and hit them with the beast. All up the top of my head when I look around, half of the lyrics after I drop it, you niggas dead. Now niggas want to blame me how the game done changed. It ain't my fault that you believed in hope and change. I am a hustler, stupid niggas. Questlove is built like my grandma. He's looking like Mrs. Butterworth. You introduced me to Jaguar. I don't want to hear another word. Niggas thinking I'm a nutty bird. Oh no they don't, nigga, I ain't OVO. This is only a preview. But nigga, when I see you, Drake, I'ma fucking beat you. I'ma keep that last bar simple. Nigga, I come across your dimple with the pistol. Knock you and Dame's teeth out. Fuck up your mental. You gotta mention a B when you say my name.
Let me stop. Let me stop. There have been some industry niggas that say, we hate when he does that.
Actually, I know people may think we're lying, but I do like the big three.
Yes.
I like Jay-Z. I like a lot of these people.
Yeah.
But I'm not stupid.
We're not stupid.
Just because I like somebody don't mean I'm fucking dumb.
No.
Okay? What did A$AP Rocky say?
Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, y'all. You know, it was all off the top of the head. Jay-Z told Questlove on stage, he said, I didn't rehearse it. I said, nigga, you just made that shit up. Oh, y'all want to hear the Kendrick scream? That's one of the best screams in hip-hop. All right, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to, continue on. Who y'all think tomorrow's stream is going to be? Who do y'all think is going to win? All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. We like to, continue to have fun. Y'all got to do it because, and also make sure y'all get yourselves, the things that you'll need for June and July, particularly your valued, perishables. This Prince does Kendrick voice. I've done it a couple times in the past. I don't feel like I'm in the mood for it right now though, because it's about time for me to get some rest. But we'll be back some more with it. He says, shouts out to Ariel. Ariel says, this is why Jay hates y'all, Prince. You know what?
No, Jay-Z probably think it's dark magic.
Give me my voice, nigga. Moist nigga. Get out of my head. I had to let loose the crown to protect it, respect it.
So B-More did make me laugh, though. She heard him rhyme, and she was like, wow, he does rhyme like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, loving you is complicated. Yeah, that's a good one, too. But, yeah, we'll definitely be back for some more stuff for you guys. We do appreciate you guys so much. Again, y'all can definitely check out our Patreon. We continue to have stuff up there as well. Y'all know y'all can hit us up there. We love you guys so much. Anything else saying? See, you came in the fourth quarter. You was on fire.
Sam was on fire.
Tomorrow, fun. Who gonna win the hip hop Civil War? People calling in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let y'all call in. We can probably start calls maybe a little bit earlier, so let them get their stuff off. That's real mind control. That's real hermetic right there. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we hope you guys get through your shift, or if you're on your off day, you're chilling with your lady or your fella. We hope y'all enjoying yourselves in front of the kids, or if we happen to be on the smart TV as well. Continue to subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the bell, the notification button. Some of y'all's like, bro, we missing y'all live streams. Y'all know what it is. Y'all got to hit the subscription button. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes, different accounts, things of that nature. Y'all can get there too, by the way. We love you guys so much. We're going to be getting up out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.
Billion Godson here. Again, like he said, we're running for state assembly seat for the 55th district. We know the egregious act that was committed upon the black community by the incumbent, the sitting incumbent. And we need some new blood in there, and this is the man for the job. Right. Tried and true activist, stomped down, boots on the ground for decades now. I was campaigning for him recently out on a solo mission, and I handed the flyer to a sister, and she said, oh, I saw him standing up for Chef Maryland. So he got my vote. So, the word is out there. It's getting out there. This was a stranger that I met, and she had already been familiar with Billion and his works. So that's just one of many examples of the community works that this brother has been doing, has continued to do throughout this campaign. And we thank all of you for your support. Dewan B, thank you for all your support. Thought
That's
Crimes,
right.
Thank you guys for all your support.
That's right.
All the individuals that signed the petition, everybody that we've come across in the field. We really appreciate the support. And even those that's not supporting so much, we see y'all too, and it's all good because, we understand that we on the right side of this reparations fight. We on the right side of fighting the good fight against racism. And we doing our part right here in Los Angeles, California. So just shout out to everybody that is doing this work across the nation. We see y'all. I heard the little the Melrose clip in that intro in the beginning. I thought that was cool, little addition. He recently follow me on social media. So we all are connected, and the gap is closing between regional differences and things of that nature. We do have the World Wide Web that has brought us all closer together, and that we're able to have these discussions and these conversations in a much more cohesive manner. And we out here, we doing the good work. Y'all go to billionis55.com, and June 2nd, look for that name on that ballot and cast your vote.
Thought crimes. Thought crimes. Thought crimes.
And I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. Oh my God, what's this? And I sing happy. And I sing happy. And I sing happy. And I sing
Thought crimes. We are all the same. We are all the same.
More group
Coming through your airwaves. All right, now I'm here to kick the ballistics. Check out Thought Crimes. Are you following me? Coming through your airways. Coming through your airways. You ain't gonna get me with that one.